And the Seed Pros, by your side to maximize yield. Forward Go, your Pioneer Pros, John Becker, Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinkler, and Nick Knudsen. 2nd Street Auto, your Transmission Pros, and Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors. Outfitters Plus Outlet Store, your home for personalized sports apparel in Atlantic. Also brought to you by the Super Bowl. Grab the gang and head to the Super Bowl for Go Bowling every Friday and Saturday night. Swift, safe, reliable Swift, all your transportation needs in Stein Seed. Stein has yield. Contact your local Stein representative. Hy-Vee Bakery, Deli, Grocery, Meat Department, and Pharmacy, always there for you, your Atlantic Hy-Vee. And Atlantic Ag and Auto, your locally owned full-line CarQuest retail store in Atlantic. Also brought to you by Greg Young Automotive Group in Atlantic. They go the extra mile for you. And Atlantic, Greg Young Automotive Group in Atlantic, they go the extra mile, as I mentioned, for you. Olson's BP, great food, Godfather's Pizza, and quality BP fuel. The Keep You Going Company, Olson's BP in Atlantic. And Oak Point Wealth Management. Oak Point Wealth Management. Call Aaron Friend today or visit oakpointwealth.com. Also brought to you by Benning Carpentry in Atlantic, where experience meets excellence. Call Matt Benning today at 515-490-6966. And Rancho Grande, authentic Mexican food at West 7th Street in Atlantic. Roger Warren joins us here. And
good evening, Tom.
We're going to get to the coaches show here briefly, but big game tonight against two teams that are pretty evenly matched tonight.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, I don't have much insight on Clarinda, but Atlantic come out their first game against Trainer. Trainer's going to be one of the better ball clubs in their class, without a doubt. And then played an excellent ball game against St. Albert, who's currently ranked in the top 3 or 4 in that class. And then turned around and got that win against Glenwood on Friday night. And, they start getting an identity and start putting things together. They're just, I think, one of the things watching them, their guard play, that's what's got to improve. The rest of them, they can shoot. They got some height in the middle, but, that's just where they've got to get a little better.
You bet, Roger. We look at Clarinda. They beat Atlantic 63-18. They fell short to Woodbine by the score of 48-40. They beat Lennox. They beat Woodbine. They beat Red Oak 64-36, and they held in there with St. Albert. Lost that one 47-40. So a like score.
Oh yeah,
right
you
there,
bet. You bet. Like you said, you just from what I've seen in the past years, I know they got a couple of gals gone, but they still got some pretty good athletes. I watch them more in the last couple of years on the softball field than
yes.
And they've got several of those players out here, so they know what competition is. It's just now they got to make them basketball players.
It's going to be a good one tonight. Here we've got the girl-boy doubleheader. The girls' game first, and the boys' game will come second as well. Hey, we'll get back to Roger here in just a little bit, but first we're going to hear from Atlantic head basketball coach Dan Vargason. Our coaches show brought to you by McAtee Tire and Service, your headquarters for all your automotive repairs, and Goodyear Tires at 100 West 2nd Street in Atlantic. We'll hear from Atlantic head coach Dan Vargason right after this.
First Winnie Bank is the longest-standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Winnie Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
Have you ever heard the saying, people spend their life building wealth and neglecting their health, only to wish they could trade their wealth for better health at the end? This is Dr. Fritz Beyer, and it has now been over 30 years since my first chiropractic adjustment. I still get asked, do you get adjusted? Absolutely. I try to get adjusted at least once a month. I'm 47 now and still try to stay as active as ever. While I do get a few more aches and pains than when I was younger, it feels great to be able to step on the mat and help kids learning to wrestle. Chiropractic has helped me feel young enough to do it. If staying active is part of your future plans, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
Pretty much their whole team from last season, so experienced team, new coach, so that's going to change things up a little bit. Looks like they're playing a little bit more man. Last year they were very, very zone heavy, so just a little bit different identity on the defensive side of the ball. But when it comes to their intensity, that has not changed. So they want to create defensive pressure and create turnovers, and they're doing a nice job of that. They're averaging about 15 steals per game as a team, so that's changed, but they still wanted to turn it into points. So it's a big thing I've seen on film is defense to offense, and it's working for them. So that's going to be a big thing to do.
Coach, talk about some of the players that you'll need to identify here that have had a pretty good start to the season for the Cardinals.
Well, I think first is Addison Wagner. She's averaging 12.5 points a game, and she does a little bit of everything for them. She has a couple assists, about 4 rebounds, almost 3 steals. She's been a good player for them and continues to do that. She's a senior, and their top 4 are seniors. They started, I think, 5 seniors, so very experienced team. But Addison Wagner, she's got good length, and she's all over the court, just hustle player. And then Carson Wellhausen in the paint. She's a really good rim protector, does a really nice job getting blocks, getting rebounds, averaging 11 rebounds a game, 8 points, almost 9 points, and a couple blocks. So she does a really nice job around the rim, gets good position, good putbacks, and can run the floor. And she's really improved, I think, on the defensive side of the ball as well. Kylie Meyer and Maddie Cole are both averaging about 8 a game, and they both have a really nice 3-point shot. So they're players that can stretch. When Wagner and Wellhausen played really well inside and finish at the rim, Meyer and Cole did a really nice job from the perimeter, but I think Cole's done a really good job getting to the rim and has a nice floater as well, and she's a left-handed player, so that brings a little bit different dynamic as well.
Break down your squad here a little bit. Seeing some good things here. But talk about some of the players that you're impressed with here.
Yeah, I think right now the leading with points is Zoe Kirchhoff, averaging about 12 a game, and she's shooting 46% from the 3-point line, and that makes it a little bit tougher to guard her when she can blow by and get to the rim. She's shooting 52% from the floor and 46% from 3, so she's getting to the basket, but she's also hitting threes, and then she's shooting 87% from the free throw line. So if you foul her, she's probably going to knock it down there. But then you go down her stat line, she's averaging 2.5 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 2.5 steals. So when she's doing a little bit of everything, it makes it really hard to defend. And then Katrina Williams, she's averaging 7 a game, about 7 rebounds and a couple steals and a couple assists as well. So doing a little bit of all that. And then McKenna Schrader, 6.5 a game, and 3-point shooting is going to come back around. The last 2 games she's had some foul trouble and some things like that. So I know that's going to get cleaned up when she's not sitting on the bench with fouls. She'll get going again, and she'll be dangerous. Last year she's averaging over 10, and she's coming back from that injury still at the end of last season. So just getting back into that rhythm and getting comfortable in the offense. And then Peyton McLaren, Maddie McLaren, both averaging about 5 a game. And again, just doing a really nice job, and Peyton had a really nice game against Glenwood with 12 and showing that she has that mid-range, hitting some nice shots, and we'll get her going from the 3-point line. Same with Maddie McLaren, but then Caitlin Hickman, she's averaging about a 3 a game right now, and a freshman that we'll get going. Bryn Lamp at 3, and Bryn's done some really nice things, but she's rebounded the ball well. And done a great job inside as well.
Well, Coach, in wrapping up, what's it going to come down to for the Trojans to get another W here?
Well, we got to come out with a little bit more intensity than we did over at Glenwood. Clarinda is going to be really aggressive, so we got to take care of the ball, limit the turnovers, and then offensively we got to execute, get to the rim, get some foul shots, get to the line. We did a nice job of that on Friday night, so we got to get to the line, and then we got to shoot a little bit higher percentage. We started off the season shooting really well, and it's gone down the last couple games. So take good shots, make shots, and take care of the ball.
Coach, always appreciate you. Thank you so much. Best of luck. We'll talk to you afterwards.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
We'll be back with the starting lineups and the first Whitney Bank opening tip-off on our live video stream, WesternNowToday.com, and right here on KS 95.7 FM. Coach, thank you very much.
Absolutely.
We'll see you tomorrow.
At the Seed Pros, we're more than just your local Pioneer seed dealer. We're a family operation helping you grow profitable success season after season.
My daddy sold chemical, soybeans, and corn.
That's right, Nora. From corn to soybeans to chemicals, we've got trusted Pioneer genetics and local knowledge to maximize profits.
And I get to ride in the tractor.
The Seed Pros, where the next generation is already in the field. Contact Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinkla, Nick Knutson, or John Becker. We are with you from the word go.
To Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to Atlantic. Tom Robbins alongside Mr. Roger Warren, and we're getting ready to go here for this one. Atlantic in their home white uniforms. In fact, Atlantic is home all the way till Christmas break.
Yeah, they are.
They hit the road.
Well, actually, they got Nottoway Valley at Nottoway Valley Saturday.
That's true, and after that, they're home here,
yep,
except for one. Well, as you heard Coach Vargas talk about, this is a scrappy Clarinda team. They're going to play tough defense. They're going to probably pick up the pace a little bit, and You know, you mentioned the Trojan guard play, but Zoe Kirchhoff, what a start she's had to the season, averaging just shy of 12 points a game, and she's shooting about 52% for the field and 46% for the three-point line.
Well, I'll tell you what, you know, from a coach's standpoint, anytime you're shooting, you know, that it's that 33% mark is what you know, evens it out to the twos. And when you're shooting in the upper 30s and into 40, I tell you what, you better be shooting the ball.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And, of course, for the Trojans, Katrina Williams had a great start to the season as well, averaging just over 7 points a game. And we know that McKenna Schrader can get hot from the outside so far this season. She's 8 of 10 for the free throw line. Atlantic is shooting pretty well, just shy of 66% from the line. And Schrader so far this season, 4 of 16 from the three-point line, shooting about 25% from the field and behind the arc for the Trojans. So they're going to need her to get some points tonight as well. And Clarinda's got some size inside with Carson Wellhausen at 6'1", but Atlantic's got Katrina Williams at 6 foot, and she's been playing well.
Right, and you know, I was just sitting here while we're listening to the coach's show and, you know, look at some of the statistics, and I tell you what, the one that jumped out in front of me was Carson Wellhausen's got 45 rebounds already, averaging 11.5 rebounds a game. I mean, she's just kind of a vacuum cleaner under there from what her statistics are. So, you know, you just got to, you know, that's going to be a challenge for Katrina. You're going to have to back her out of there and get a body on her all the time.
Yeah, Katrina, 28 rebounds on the season, averaging 7 a game so far for Atlantic. Three-man crew coming out here, and the Clarinda Cardinals will be introduced first, and we'll bring them to you as well here as we're waiting for those to shine up on the board here for the starters. For Atlantic, they'll go with Schrader, Kirchhoff, McLaren, Williams, and Bryn Lamb. They're going to go 5'11" and 6 foot inside for the Trojans here. Really their traditional starters for the season. They've been going tall inside so far this season. Well, we're going to get set to Coach Privia, new head coach for the Clarinda Cardinals. Dan Vargas, and head man for the Atlantic Trojans. Clarinda in their maroon uniforms, I would say, and their white numbers.
Well, maroon, cardinal.
Cardinal red. Cardinal red. We'll call it cyclone red for Clarinda. Starting lineups coming up. We'll have our national anthem and the First Whitney Bank opening tip-off coming up here in just a little bit. The color guard is here again tonight. And Carson Wellhausen will get a start for Clarinda. Wellhausen, a 6'1" senior post player, and as Roger mentioned, 45 rebounds so far in the season, and averaging double figures in rebounds. She'll start at a post at a 6'1" senior. Also starting for Clarinda will be Ellie Cole, a 5'5" senior for Coach Privia and the Cardinals. Ellie Cole, a 5'5" senior. He's averaging just over 1 point a game, so not a really big score. Madison Wagner, 5'6" senior, getting a start. Kylie Meyer will start for the Cardinals as well. We talked about Carson Wellhausen getting a start. Maddie Cole, a 5'2" senior, will round out the starters for Clarinda Cardinals. So Ellie Cole at 5'5" and a senior. Madison Wagner, a 5'6" senior. Kylie Meyer, a 5'5" senior. Carson Wellhausen, a 6 foot senior. And Maddie Cole, a 5'2" senior. For Atlantic, they'll start McKenna Schrader, a 5'5" senior. Zoe Kirchhoff, a 5'5" senior. Peyton McLaren, a 5'7" junior. Bryn Lamp, a 5'11" junior. And Katrina Williams, a 6 foot senior. We're going to take a timeout. Our opening tip-off is brought to you by the First Whitney Bank, a local bank, the only bank you'll ever need. First Whitney Bank opening tip coming up in a minute.
At 2nd Street Auto, it's our mission to get you back on the road fast. And it all starts with free local towing. Once you're back at the shop, we talk you through your car repair with a free and fair estimate. We do everything in-house so you know who's working on your car. Our Hercules tires come with free road hazard repair, free rotation for the life of the tires, and a free alignment check. And nobody can beat our transmission rebuild and repair experts. Brakes, tune-ups, oil changes, preventative maintenance, and service work make 2nd Street your first stop.
national anthem with the color guard, and we'll tune in. Here we go, Atlantic and Clarinda, the girl-boy doubleheader as the color guard will retreat from the middle of the floor. Atlantic 2-2 in the season. The Cardinals 3-1. Atlantic has played a gauntlet of teams. They played Trainer to open up the season, ranked number 2 in Class 2A. They fell short to Trainer, 51-31. They lost to St. Albert, the number 1 ranked team in 1A. By 4 points, 49-45. Clarinda went with them too, 47-40 was the final of that one. Trojans have beat Denison Schleswig, and they came from behind to beat Glenwood. And last Friday night, they were down 21-10 and able to get that win over the Glenwood Rams with a big second half. Atlantic had. They struggled offensively in the first half, Roger Warren, but they had a nice second half.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's I've always said basketball's a funny game. Sometimes I'd rather not, obviously not shoot well in the first half, but I want to shoot well in the second half.
Wellhausen, the 6'1 senior, will jump it up against 6-footer for Atlantic, Katrina Williams. On your screen, Clarinda going left to right, Atlantic right to left. As we're getting set here, the first Whitney Bank opening tip-off coming up here. In this girl-boy doubleheader, there's the tip, controlled by Williams, and Schrader runs it down for Atlantic. She'll bring it across the timeline, and Clarinda comes out of the man defense.
Yep, well, that's what he said. They're going to play a little more man this year than they were zone.
Kirkhoff to Lamp on the drive, right baseline. She'll kick it back to the elbow. Peyton McLaren. Bounce inside to Williams. Layup. God, Williams got the layup,
really
but
well.
that was a great pass by McLaren. Atlantic up 2-0 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. And almost a steal by Kirkhoff.
1-2-1-1, basically three-quarter court.
So Ellie Cole, the 5'5 senior, will throw it in for Clarinda. And she'll pass it into Kylie Meyer. Meyer, bounce pass, knocked out again by Kirkhoff. Atlantic with good pressure defense.
Yeah, I mean, they were sitting in that zone. They'll probably, what it looks like right now, they're going to go ahead and match up.
Cole will toss it into Kylie Meyer. Meyer back to Cole at the top of the circle.
Nope, they're going to stay in a 1-2-2.
Atlantic up 2-0 at the Seed Pro scoreboard. They'll move it left wing to Maddie Cole. Ellie Cole, a steal by Kirkhoff. Kirkhoff will go coast to coast. Her layup is up, no good. Rebound comes off to the Cardinals. And Ellie Cole will get it. Kylie Meyer got the board. But Kirkhoff with another steal for Atlantic, and she's had her share of those this season. That's her 11th steal on the season. And the Trojans forced a turnover. Kirkhoff on the move. He's going to pull up at the top of the circle. They'll go down low, and that Trojans turn it over. So Ellie Cole will bring it across the timeline for the Cardinals. Picked up at the top, a 1-2-2 zone by Atlantic. Trojans up 2-0 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. They'll go left wing. Maddie Cole. Back out top to Meyer. Inside to Wellhausen. She'll dump it low, and Williams with a steal for Atlantic. They wanted to go to Wagner, and Williams stepped in and got the steal. Bounce pass to Schrader on the right baseline. Back out top to Lamp. The 5'11" junior back baseline. McLaren drives the base. Reverse layup. No. Rebound Clarinda.
Hey, it was a good shot and a good idea. She just needed to take that one extra step.
Ellie Cole will bring the ball across the timeline for the Cardinals. Atlantic with a 2-0 lead here early. 2 minutes into the game. Right wing pass to Kylie Meyer. Wellhausen high post back to Meyer. She'll swing it left to Maddie Cole. Baseline to Ellie Cole for three. Short. Rebound comes off to Schrader for Atlantic. Trojans back to the front court. Schrader top of the circle on the bounce. Angles left on the dribble.
Keep going.
Inside, layup up and good! Schrader gets the bucket for Atlantic. The Trojans.
Well, Katrina had a great seal on that. She got around it, and then it was wide open to the bucket.
Coach Privia calls a timeout, a 30-second timeout. 5:44 to go in the first quarter. Atlantic up 4-0.
Is your business, but there are times when you need someone to come.
Looking for a great gift for the sports fan on your list? Visit Outfitters Plus Outlet Store in Atlantic. Covering all area schools, Outfitters has the gift of gear that's perfect. And bonus, order by the 13th and you can personalize those gifts. Sweatshirts, tees, blankets, fleece, hats, and more. Hundreds of ideas complete with your school logo. Or has your athlete reached that milestone? A letter jacket is a great gift for under the tree. So check your list, bring it to Outfitters Plus Outlet Store in Atlantic, and have a perfectly personalized Christmas.
On KS 95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to Atlantic. Here we go. The Trojans up 4-0 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Cardinals against the Trojan full court press. They go wide to Maddie Cole. He'll get across the timeline down the left side.
That's a man press right now.
Maddie Cole back out top. Trojans in a man, as Roger mentioned. Maddie Cole will leave it off near side to Kylie Meyer.
Ooh.
Meyer dumps it in. A turnover. Ball is loose. Now we got a jump ball, and it's going to be Clarinda's basketball on the arrow. So the Cardinals will throw it in with Kylie Meyer to toss it in for Clarinda here. Atlantic up 4-0 on the Save Pro scoreboard. 5:22 to play first quarter. Kylie Meyer will dump it in for the left baseline. Cardinals break, looking for Cutter. Time is of essence here, and she gets it back out top. Ellie Cole, top of the circle, dumps it high. On the drive is Wagner, can't get it to go. Rebound to Peyton McLaren on the move down the front court. McLaren high and right with the basketball. Baseline to Schrader. She'll launch the three. No good. Williams with the offensive board for Atlantic. Lamp, Kirchhoff, top of the circle. Kirchhoff on the move. Right side of McLaren. McLaren drives baseline, dumps it into Lamp. We got a whistle, and a foul is going to be called, I believe, on the Cardinals.
Yeah, no, that was a great look by Schrader.
So Kirchhoff
thought that was going to drop.
Kirchhoff will throw it in left side of the basket. 4:53 to go first quarter. Atlantic up 4-0. 2 for Williams, 2 for Schrader. Kirchhoff looks for a cutter. Now she launches out top to Peyton McLaren. Bounce pass baseline Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff on the drive, pulls up. Short J off the glass, no good. Rebound, Wellhausen. There's her 46th rebound, Roger.
Yeah, yeah.
Baseline pass, and he's out of bounds, tipped out by the Trojans.
Yep.
They went to Ellie Cole on the left baseline and poked it out of bounds by Atlantic.
When she went to put the ball down, bounced it off McLaren's foot.
4:39 to go first quarter. Inbounds way out top to Wagner. Maddie Cole with the bounce. Ellie Cole inside. They'll work as outside to Meyer for three. Off the heel. Rebound. Clarinda. Good offensive board by Maddie Cole, and she'll take it back out top. Atlantic back in his zone. Ellie Cole inside to Wagner. Her layup up and no good. Boy, Clarinda's cold coming out, and Williams gets another rebound. She had 28 coming in. She gets a board for the Trojans. Pass left side of Kirchhoff in the Trojan front court. Atlantic up 4-0. Schrader high and right. On the dribble, top of the circle. Almost poked out of her hands by Wagner. Back right side to Peyton McLaren. Peyton on the drive.
Nice job.
Good! Peyton McLaren with the dribble drive, and Atlantic up 6-0.
Nice finish.
Cardinals with the basketball. They'll work it to the front court. 3:47 to play first quarter. They kick it out to Maddie Cole. Still taking it back, top of the circle. Baseline to Meyer. Inside Wellhausen, layup good. Wellhausen gets the 2 for Clarinda. And they're on the board 6-2 on the senior.
Yeah, she got that one on the block and just a turnaround.
6'1" senior.
Yeah.
Atlantic with the ball in the front. Katrina Williams, right wing. Looks for a cutter. Now puts it to the floor. Back out top to Peyton McLaren on the drive. Kicks right to Lamp. Lamp driving inside. Shot over Wellhausen. No good. And a travel call to Lamp.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about that one, but it just looked a little awkward.
So Ayla Johnson comes in, and Kelby Gray is in for Clarinda. Atlantic up 6-2 with 3:13 to go in the first quarter. They work the ball near side to Meyer. Skip pass over to Gray. Gray across the half-court line. Back to Meyer near side. Meyer skip pass left wing to Ailey Johnson. Baseline. Atlantic with a nice rotation on defense into Wellhausen. Ball is loose. A scramble. Cardinals come up with it. Pass to Meyer. Right wing three. No good. Rebound. Clarinda. Wellhausen with the board of the putback. Can't get it. And Williams cleans up for Atlantic. Dylan Ball now in for the Trojans, brings it across. 2:40 to go in the first quarter. 6-2 Trojans. Into Williams. Baseline Schrader. Step back three. No good. Rebound comes off to Williams for Atlantic. Schrader. Peyton McLaren near side to Ball. Ball will take it inside. Wild shot, and it is no good and out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, she stumbled. Otherwise, she had a good lane to the basket.
Atlantic full court pressure again. This time they're in a man. Meyer back to Gray on the near side. They get over to Johnson. Ayla Johnson picked up her dribble. Meyer, top of the circle. Trojans up 6-2 here in this first quarter. Meyer, double dribbled.
I kind of wondered about that.
Yeah, she picked it up and went down. Double dribble to Meyer, turnover. Clarinda.
That's one of those official. You're sitting there going, did she really do that?
Peyton McLaren, or Maddie McLaren, rather, bring it across the timeline. She'll leave it off for Schrader, right wing. Schrader looks inside. A cutter has Peyton McLaren. Peyton back to Schrader, right wing on the drive.
Keep
all the
coming.
way in, runner up, and no good. Rebound, Wellhausen for Clarinda. Cardinals back to the way with 1:45 to go in the first quarter. High post to Wagner. Kick out top to Gray. Back near side of Meyer. Meyer on the bounce, down the baseline. Nice cutoff by McLaren. She'll wing it out top. On the drive is Johnson. Johnson in the lane, kick out top. They'll swing it to Gray. Meyer baseline left. Cardinals skip past near side. Johnson. Isla Johnson back out to Wellhausen. 5 seconds on the play clock. They've got to get a shot off. This is Johnson. Big throw, no good. Rebound, Williams again. 1:13 to go in the first quarter. Williams to front court. Back out top, Dylan Ball. Ball, the sophomore right wing, the freshman Madison McLaren. 1 minute to go in the first quarter. Schrader right baseline. Inside to Williams and off her hands.
Couldn't quite handle it. Had the right idea. She had her sealed.
Kick to Gray. Left side to Johnson. High post Wellhausen. Now a three ball by Gray off the mark. Rebound Meyer, and Clarinda's getting a lot of second tries here. Meyer to Wellhausen, top high post. 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Low scoring, 6-2 Atlantic on the Seed Pros scoreboard. They work it to Miley Wagner. Back to top of the circle. Wagner will swing it near side. We've got a timeout called by Coach Privia. 29 seconds to go in the first quarter. Atlantic up 6-2 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Cardinals ball.
Building wealth and neglecting.
When Murphy's Law brings a broken hydraulic hose to your harvest, remember Randy's Garden of Eden, Atlantic Ag and Auto. We make new hydraulic hoses in-house. That means less downtime, more runtime when runtime is at its peak. So don't let the Murphys get you down when you have Atlantic Ag and Auto, your locally owned CarQuest retail store, to keep you running and as happy as an old dog riding shotgun in the combine, as happy as full bins and high yields, as happy as a raccoon in a corn crib, as happy as Grandpa at the auction.
Welcome back to Atlantic. Tom Robinson, Roger Moore, Knox McCullough on the video. Our live video stream, WashingtonIdahoToday.com TV and YouTube. 6-2 Atlantic in the first quarter, 29 seconds.
I think they got to make a correction on the scoreboard. He's had 2 timeouts already, so they should only have 3 left. Sorry, Tom.
Maddie Wagner, baseline. They go to Maddie Cole, and they dump it inside to Williams with a steal. Pass ahead to Maddie McLaren. The ball is loose, and the Cardinals tip it back in, and we've got a jump ball. Atlantic's ball on the arrow. 11 seconds on the first quarter. So the Trojans will throw it in. Dylan Ball from the far sideline near the half-court line will throw it in.
Get it in and take this thing to the hole.
6-2 Trojans. Ball trying to find someone and throws it away. Steal by Wagner. Wagner on the move down the lane. Layup up, and it is no good. Rebound. It comes off to Miley Wagner, and she can't get it to go. And McLaren with the rebound, and time runs out. 6-2 Atlantic with lead on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Back in a minute.
At Greg Young, we don't just sell vehicles, we help you find the perfect one. Our extensive dealership network allows for amazing pricing and better vehicle selection. Plus, get a 5-year complimentary maintenance package with a new or used vehicle purchase, oil changes, tire rotations, and peace of mind on us. That's how Greg Young celebrates 25 years. Visit GregYoungAtlantic.com today.
Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
Limits apply. See dealer for details.
When you are in need of fuel, trust the company that keeps your home, farm, or business operation running smoothly. Olson Fuel Supply in Atlantic. Locally owned and family operated. Olson Fuel Supply has been delivering to our neighbors and yours for years. Whether it's propane for your home or fuel for your farm or business, Olson Fuel Supply is here for you when you need us. Experience hometown service you can always count on all year long. Olson Fuel Supply, the keep you going company.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to Atlantic and our live video stream, westerniowatoday.com, powered by Nishnanet. So Atlantic up 6-2, Roger Warren. Not a lot of scoring here.
Well, I'll tell you what, the scoring, there hadn't been any scoring the last 4 minutes. I'm going to about bet on that one.
Schrader with 2, McLaren with 2, and Williams with 2 for Atlantic. And Wellhouse the only bucket.
Nice steal.
Clarinda and Williams with a steal down low. Here come the Trojans. Madison McLaren, right wing on the drive. Bounce past Schrader, back out to Satoff. Jill Satoff now in the game. Kirchhoff off the screen, back to Maddie McLaren, the freshman down low. Williams short J.
Oh,
Good.
nice. That was a very controlled shot by Williams.
Atlantic up 8-2 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Ayla Johnson with it. High and right. 5'7" freshman. They dump it inside. Nice pivot inside by Wagner. Can't get it to go. Williams another rebound, Roger Warren.
Yeah, she's adding them up.
Early second quarter, Atlantic up 8-2 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Schrader right wing. On the bounce, out top to Kirchhoff. Satoff, the junior stops, pops a long three. Got it! Satoff with the pair. Atlantic up 10-2 on the Seed Pros scoreboard.
I think she was surprised she was that wide open.
Nice shot by Satoff.
Absolutely.
Cardinals the front court. Johnson high and right. Loops it left wing to Wagner. Wagner baseline to Gray. Back to Wagner. Travel on Clarinda.
Got another turnover. Well, I mean, you keep pressuring them and they can start making mistakes, and that's what you want to do defensively.
Going with a good defense here, and they've played good defense this season. They've held teams under 50 points. Kirchhoff out top to Satoff. Satoff looks right side of the freshman Madison McLaren. She'll swing it right to Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff looks at Satoff. Now back to Schrader. She'll step back and fire a three. No good.
Oh, good looking shot.
Wellhausen rebound for the Cardinals. Out top to Ellie Cole back in the game over to Meyer. Meyer will go high post. This is Madison Wagner. Ellie Cole, Meyer still swing it left side to Maddie Cole. Her shot no. Rebound Schrader for Atlantic. Trojans up by 8 with 6 minutes to go in the first half of the Seed Pro scoreboard. Schrader high and left. Beyond the arc, back out top to Kirchhoff. She'll swing it right. Satoff for 3, no good. Rebound comes off the Schrader for Atlantic.
Oh, she found her.
Wide
yeah,
open,
she found her.
Layup. What a pass by Schrader.
Well, she got the rebound and then turned around and go, oh, there's a nice bounce pass in underneath.
Lamp was wide open on the low block underneath. Meyer high and right. And a steal by Schrader. Atlantic with the ball back and a 10-point lead. Schrader loops it low to Kirchhoff and overshot her.
You know, Tom, and I like the fact that they kept going after her, but that's one of the things that those passes should be a bounce pass, not up and over. Get that bounce pass down in there. It's easier to handle. It's easier to make the shot.
Great point. Wagner with it. Back to Meyer. Meyer back to Cole. Maddie Cole with it high and right. Picked up by Schrader in that zone defense. High post. Driving. Wagner layup good.
Well, Hasn't had her sealed pretty well. She got around the corner.
Cardinals needed that bucket. Addie Wagner, the 5'6" senior, dumps it in on a layup on the left side. 12-4 Atlantic. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Satoff high and right. Back out top. Madison McLaren, she'll fire a bomb. No good. Rebound pulled down by the Cardinals. Addison Wagner. She'll kick it out to Meyer. Meyer across the timeline. 4:45 to go first half. Atlantic up 12-4. Cardinals working around the zone. They'll get it down to Wellhausen. Tipped out by Satoff. Nice job by Jill Satoff. As he got in front of Wellhausen, the 6'1" senior post. Peyton McLaren back in, and her little sister Maddie McLaren comes out. Trojans spread the wealth scoring. They've had 5 players score, and Williams leads with 4. There's Wellhausen for 2 and missed it badly. And the rebound, Bryn Lamp.
White.
And jump ball is called. 4:34 to go in this first half of the Seed Pros scoreboard as Kirkhoff will throw it in. Atlantic up 12-4. Peyton McLaren, the junior, will walk it across the timeline. Cardinals still in a man defense.
Yep.
McLaren high and right, angles right of the dribble. Still has it, lobs it low to Schrader, throws it away, and picked off by Wagner. Wagner on the move, all the way down inside, right side to Cole. Cole, step back, 3 to the left, he missed the shot. Rebound, Wellhausen, her putback is no good, but a foul called on Bryn Lamp. And off the bench is Williams, she'll come back in. Well, we haven't had many fouls in the game.
No, I don't remember. I think we had one in the first quarter. There's one here.
And one here, that's Atlantic.
You know.
So Wellhausen will shoot a pair. A 75% free throw shooter. 3 for 4, and she makes that one. And the Cardinals on a 3-0 run here, a mini run, trying to scratch and claw the way back. Kirkhoff comes out of the game. Miley Wagner is in, and out is Madison Wagner. Checking back in off the bench is Ayla Johnson. She'll take Maddie Cole out. Wellhausen's second free throw coming up. She's 4 of 5 on the season, and she line drives it, spins it out. Rebound comes off to Jillian Satoff, getting some good minutes here in this first half. Trojans by 7, 12-5. Schrader pressured by Meyer. Schrader having trouble with it. Meyer finally gets the steal. We've got a whistle.
Yep,
and
he got timeout
called by Coach Vargas, and just in time. We'll take it with them. We're back in 30 seconds. 4 minutes left. Atlantic up 12-5 on the Seed Pro scoreboard.
At Oak Point Wealth Management, we're embracing new changes to better serve you. As an independent wealth manager, I'm excited to partner with LPL Financial, bringing you comprehensive tools and resources backed by personalized service and dynamic technology. My focus remains on helping you achieve your financial goals with integrity and care. Visit oakpointwealth.com or call me, Erin Friend, at 712-207-3521 to learn more.
Visit oakpointwealth.com. Call 712-207-3521 to learn more about how Oak Point Wealth Management can help you pursue your financial goals.
Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
Atlantic with the basketball after timeout. Williams high and left the out of arc. Skip pass to Peyton McLaren. 3:49 to go first half. Now to Satoff. Trojans having the front court. Man defense by the Cardinals. Satoff drives down the left side, pulled up. Good cover by Wellhausen. Into Williams. He'll take it inside the block.
Oh.
Now near side to Schrader. And at the buzzer throws it out of bounds.
You got to be aware of what there is in the time. I mean, Williams had it in the right spot. She just needs to put it up from there.
I wasn't even aware of the play clock. I think.
Right.
Down in a hurry, Roger Warren. 3:33 to go in the first quarter or first half. Ellie Cole will toss it in. Meyer in the backcourt with Ayla Johnson. Meyer will take it. 12-5 Atlantic with the lead. Meyer down the near sideline, hounded by Schrader. Meyer looks for a cutter. In trouble near side. Ellie Cole dumps it back door, and a steal by Lamp. Out top to Dylan Ball in the game now for Atlantic, and the sophomore brings it across the timeline. Ball, a 5'6" sophomore, goes right wing to Peyton McLaren, the junior. They're in a 5'7" junior, high post to Lamp. Lamp with 2 and has it stolen away by Johnson, but goes out of bounds. Atlantic will keep it. Satoff is going to come back in for the Trojans with 3:02 to go here in this first half. And Trojans going tall. They're going to go 5'11" to 5'11", 6 foot.
That was Kirkhoff came back in for Schrader.
Excuse me, Kirkhoff back in. Thanks, Roger. And Kirkhoff takes the inbounds. 3 minutes left, first half. Kirkhoff pivots back out top. McLaren, Peyton now wide open ball. She'll toss a 3. No good.
That was a good look.
Pulled down by Miley
nice
Wagner.
job.
Another jump ball. Williams got a hand on it. 2:50
to fight for the ball.
2:50 to go in the first half. And checking in is Maddie Cole. Out goes Ellie Cole. Ayla Johnson will throw it in for the baseline in the backcourt for Clarinda. Atlantic in a full court pressure man-to-man. Into Meyer. 2:48 to go, first half. Meyer on the bounce. Across the timeline in a hurry. Pulls up. Nice pass inside. They'll kick out top. 3-ball up and no good by Johnson. Rebound Meyer. And then Dylan Ball ties her up. And Trojans have the ball.
Yep. Possession White.
Atlantic led 6-2 after one quarter. Not a lot of scoring here. The Trojans scored 6 here in the second quarter, and the Cardinals 3. 2.5 to go here in the second quarter. Kirkhoff in the backcourt. Guarded by Meyer across the timeline. Reverse dribble. Dribbles to the free throw line. Stops and pops. No good. Oh, it's good. Oh,
she got the bounce.
Atlantic up by double digits again, 14-4. It was 6-2 after one. Cardinals in the front court with 2:10 to go in the first half. Meyer on the dribble, back out top. DeWin Wagner layup up, and it is no good. We got a foul call to the Trojans. That's number 2. Addie Wagner will shoot free throws for Clarinda. Johnson, Miley Wagner, they'll man the lanes. Free throw coming up for Wagner. Madison Wagner hits the front iron, no good. Out comes Miley Wagner, and Wellhausen back in to add that height to the Cardinal lineup. 2:04 to go, Atlantic up 14-5. Second free throw is money, 14-6. Atlantic's lead is cut to 8. Almost a steal. Good hustle by Maddie Cole for Clarinda. So Wagner made 1 of 2. She has 3 points. Lamp comes out. Williams is in there with Schrader, Kirkhoff, Dylan Ball, and Peyton McLaren. McLaren into Kirkhoff. Deep in the backcourt, and she'll dribble across the timeline for the Trojans. Under 2 to go first half. Kirkhoff, bounce pass near side, Peyton McLaren. She kicks it left to Williams. Back left side to McLaren. Ball. Back near side, Peyton McLaren with it, looks for Cutter. She'll dribble, kicks it left. Williams a long 2 from the baseline, no good. Williams rebound, put back, is still good. Good hustle by Williams. Wellhausen gets the board. Almost a jump ball, nothing
Almost,
called.
yep. I'm glad he didn't call that one. That was...
Wagner throws it low, layup good.
Oh, good catch.
Addie Wagner took the pass and gets the 2. Now it's a 14-8 Atlantic lead. The Trojans in the front court. Dylan Ball, baseline to Williams. 1:10 to go in the second quarter. Back out top to Schrader. Left wing to Peyton McLaren. Back out top to Williams. Williams looks right side to Schrader. She'll direct traffic. 60 seconds to go in the first half. 13 in the game clock, and driving is Schrader. Scoop shot, no, but she drew the foul.
She did draw the foul. Just needed to get her shoulders turned a little bit more, and she could have got that.
So Schrader to the line. She's 8 of 10 from the free throw line this season, shooting 80%. Atlantic up by 6, 14-8 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. 55 seconds to play first half. Free throw up, and it is good. It hit the heel and then goes in. Nice touch.
That's why you get that backspin on there.
Schrader's second free throw. She's now 9 of 11 on the season, and that one is no good. Rebound long, and Wagner runs it down. Maddie Cole with the ball. Near side to Ayla Johnson, the freshman. Wellhausen top of the circle, swings it left to Cole. Cole a deep 3, no good, long rebound. And McLaren gets it with the Trojans. 15-8, McLaren down the right side.
Job.
No good, a foul call to Wellhausen.
Yeah, I tell you what, I like seeing that. You get them on your hip and just keep going.
So Peyton McLaren will shoot a pair. She's 11 of 14 for the line. Atlantic's shooting pretty good for the free throw line, 65%, almost 66%. Peyton McLaren 78.6% from the line and missed that one. Second one coming up. 33 seconds on the clock here in this first half of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Peyton McLaren's second free throw. And it's up and good. In and out, no good. Missed them both. Rebound Wellhausen. Cardinals have it. Meyer with it across the timeline. On the dribble to the baseline. Pulls up, double team. Kick out top. Work the ball to Addison Widener, back near side of Meyer. Meyer back to the top of the circle on the dribble. Foul called on Schrader.
Other than the foul, that's not a bad foul. They're not shooting.
3 on Atlantic, just the first on Schrader. She fouled out against Glenwood. She had foul trouble in that game. And Maddie McLaren in for Peyton McLaren. Maddie Cole will throw it in. Out top to Meyer. Cardinals with it. Into Addison Widener. Driving shot over Williams. No good. Rebound by Dylan Ball for Atlantic.
Got 10.
6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds to go in the half. Ball, top of the circle. 2 seconds. Long two by Schrader. God, she got the three.
She got the three.
Schrader with the three at the buzzer.
Good time for that.
In Atlantic with a 17-8 lead here.
18-8.
18-8 after 2 quarters of play. The Trojans over Clarinda. We'll take a timeout. We're back right after these.
Looking for the place to party in Atlantic? It's the Super Bowl, your party headquarters for birthdays, family outings, date nights, and more. Feeling competitive? Challenge your crew to a few games and see who's king of the lanes. Don't miss Glow Bowling every Friday and Saturday night. Lights, music, and nonstop fun. Ready to roll? Call Dan at 243-4656 to book your lanes today. The Super Bowl in Atlantic, where good times roll.
Hi everyone, this is Tanner from the Atlantic Hy-Vee. Have you signed up or upgraded to our Perks program yet? It's free and gives you instant savings. If you're not signed up, no worries. We can sign you up in-store. Super easy and instant savings. You will still have the Fuel Saver savings on gas. We're the only store in town committed to giving you the cheapest gas. So when you choose the Atlantic Hy-Vee, you're not just shopping, you're experiencing service, quality, savings, and purpose. And as always, thank you for choosing Atlantic Hy-Vee.
Stein delivers more new genetics faster. Our focus on delivering higher yielding genetics faster than the competition is why we have released more new Enlist E3 lines in the past 5 years than any other seed company. For elite genetics paired with simple, flexible, and effective weed control, plant Stein Enlist E3 soybeans. Stein has yield. 45 years of yield. Learn more at steinseed.com.
Have you ever heard the saying, people spend their life building wealth and neglecting their health, only to wish they could trade their wealth for better health at the end? This is Dr. Fritz Beyer, and it has now been over 30 years since my first chiropractic adjustment. I still get asked, do you get adjusted? Absolutely. I try to get adjusted at least once a month. I'm 47 now and still try to stay as active as ever. While I do get a few more aches and pains than when I was younger, it feels great to be able to step on the mat and help kids learning to wrestle. Chiropractic has helped me feel young enough to do it. If staying active is part of your future plans, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
Points the first quarter and 12 points in the second. For the Cardinals, all their scoring for the most part came in the second quarter. Carson Wellhausen with 3. Addison Widener leads the team with 5 points. Here for the Cardinals, they scored 6 points in that second stanza, but you got to be impressed with the Atlantic defense.
Well, absolutely. I mean, the defense has, kept them down to single digits. They're getting quite a few steals, getting quite a few rebounds. You keep that defensive pressure on there. That's part of the reason you're missing it. It's just the Trojans got to come down and, they're getting their shots. You just got to make them fall and go from there. But, second half's got to be more of the same. It's just one of those things. If one team gets on a roll, they're probably going to be able to take this.
Atlantic,
10 points is not enough.
Atlantic went a 6-0 run early. With the Cardinals got a bucket from the 6'1" senior Carson Wellhausen. 6-2 after 1. Atlantic opened up a 12-2 lead in that second period. They led 14-4 at one point, and they've got a 10-point lead here at the half. 18-8 here at our halftime break. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. Trojans by 10.
Atlantic, it's the Super Bowl.
Looking for a reputable carpenter you can trust? Call Matt Benning with Benning Carpentry. Matt and his crew, based out of Atlantic, bring you top quality craftsmanship backed by over 30 years of experience. From remodels to custom builds, they do it all with precision and professionalism. Call 515-490-6966 today. That's 515-490-6966. Benning Carpentry, where experience meets excellence.
If authentic Mexican food is what you're craving, then come on into Rancho Grande in Atlantic. We're more than just tacos and margaritas, but we do make the best of both. We have appetizers, beef, chicken, seafood dishes, and desserts. Mixed drinks, wine, imported and domestic beers are on the menu too. Dine in or relax on the patio with family, friends, date night, or a quick stop before or after the game. Open 7 days a week. You'll be able to fill in your cravings of authentic Mexican food at Rancho Grande in Atlantic.
Looking for a great gift for the sports fan on your list? Visit Outfitters Plus Outlet Store in Atlantic. Covering all area schools, Outfitters has the gift of gear that's perfect. And bonus, order by the 13th and you can personalize those gifts. Sweatshirts, tees, blankets, fleece, hats, and more. Hundreds of ideas complete with your school logo. Or has your athlete reached that milestone? A letter jacket is a great gift for under the tree. So check your list, bring it to Outfitters Plus Outlet Store in Atlantic, and have a perfectly personalized Christmas.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
And live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to Atlantic. 18-8 Trojans on top. And again, the scoring for Atlantic. McKenna Schrader leads the Trojans with 6 points. She has a 3-point shot, a field goal, and 1 for 2 from the line. Katrina Williams with 4. Otherwise, everyone else with 2. Zoe Kirkhoff with a pair. Peyton McLaren with 2. Bryn Lapp with 2. And Jillian Satoff with 2 points. Cardinals scored just 2 points in that first quarter. That was Carson Wellhausen, the 6'1 senior. She has 3, but Addison Wagner leads the team with 5. And it's been tough for the Cardinals to get points in.
Absolutely. I mean, the defense, Atlantic's been able to modify the defense, go from a zone, man to man, kind of keep them a little off balance, and it's making it tough on them. They're shooting a lot of threes when they get them, but, it's one of those things. I remember down here last year, Maddie Cole, when she hit 2 threes there toward the end of the game, don't let them get hot. So you just got to keep the pressure on them.
Broadcasted out and brought to you by First Whitney Bank. The only bank you'll ever need, First Whitney Bank. Body Basic, call 254-BODY to get your body back to basics. And the C Pro, so by your side to maximize yields. Forward go, your Pioneer Pros, John Becker, Mark Ventiger, Gary Dinkla, and Nick Knudsen. Also brought to you by Second Street Auto, your transmission pros, and Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors. Outfitters Plus Outlet Store, your home for personalized sports apparel in Atlantic. And the Super Bowl. Grab the gang and head to the Super Bowl for Glow Bowling every Friday and Saturday night. Switter, they're safe, reliable Switter for all your transportation needs. And Stein Seed. Stein has yield. Contact your local Stein representative. Also brought to you by Hy-Vee. Bakery, deli, grocery, meat department, and pharmacy. Always there for you. Your Atlantic Hy-Vee. Atlantic Ag and Auto, your locally owned full-line CarQuest retail store in Atlantic. And Greg Young Automotive Group in Atlantic. They go the extra mile for you. Olson's BP, a great food. Godfather's Pizza and quality BP fuel that keeps you going company. Olson's BP in Atlantic. Also, Oak Point Wealth Management. Oak Point Wealth Management. Call Aaron Friend today or visit oakpointwealth.com. And Benning Carpentry in Atlantic, where experience meets excellence. Call Matt Benning today at 515-490-6966. And Rancho Grande, authentic Mexican food on West 7th Street in Atlantic. Keys for the Trojans here in the second half, Roger.
Well, just continue the great defense. And that's keep them off balance. They don't get into foul trouble and start putting them at the line, and just kind of more of the same. Just they got quite a few steals. The big girl for Clarinda hasn't really been a factor. She's got 2 and maybe a couple of rebounds, but Katrina's doing a good job of keeping them off the boards.
Halftime brought to you by Olson's BP, your home for the great Godfather's Pizza. We're back right after this.
This holiday season, get ready for Olson's BP, Godfather's Pizza.
Hi everyone, this is Tanner from the Atlantic Hy-Vee. Have you signed up or upgraded to our Perks program yet? It's free and gives you instant savings. If you're not signed up, no worries. We can sign you up in store. Super easy and instant savings. You will still have the fuel saver savings on gas. We're the only store in town committed to giving you the cheapest gas. So when you choose Atlantic Hy-Vee, you're not just shopping, you're experiencing service, quality, savings, and purpose. And as always, thank you for choosing Atlantic Hy-Vee.
SWITA is your public transit provider in Southwest Iowa. Gas prices got you down? Need a ride to work or the grocery store? There's public transportation for everyone in Southwest Iowa. SWITA offers taxi service in Atlantic, Glenwood, Harlan, Missouri Valley, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. Call 1-800-842-8065 or visit swita.com to schedule your ride.
At the Seed Pros, we're more than just your local Pioneer seed dealer. We're a family operation helping you grow profitable success season after season.
My daddy sold chemical, soybeans, and corn.
That's right, Nora. From corn to soybeans to chemicals, we've got trusted Pioneer genetics and local knowledge to maximize profits.
And I get to ride in the tractor.
The Seed Pros, where the next generation is already in the field. Contact Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinklin, Nick Knutson, or John Becker. We are with you from the word go.
First Windy Bank is the longest standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Windy Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
Looking for a great gift for the sports fan on your list? Visit Outfitters Plus Outlet Store in Atlantic. Covering all area schools, Outfitters has the gift of gear that's perfect. And bonus, order by the 13th and you can personalize those gifts. Sweatshirts, tees, blankets, fleece, hats, and more. Hundreds of ideas complete with your school logo. Or has your athlete reached that milestone? A letter jacket is a great gift for under the tree. So check your list, bring it to Outfitters Plus Outlet Store in Atlantic, and have a perfectly personalized Christmas.
Back to Atlantic. We're getting set for the second half. Cardinal will have the basketball. Atlantic up 8. Out for Clarinda, Wellhausen, Meyer, Johnson, the freshman, and Ellie Cole. Atlantic comes out with Kirchhoff, Schrader, Williams, Lamp, and Peyton McLaren, the starters for the Trojans. Fresh day to the board. Here we go. Atlantic on the defensive end. The Cardinals with the basketball. They'll bring it across the timeline. Meyer with it. Back out top. Wagner. Ellie Cole. Wellhausen top of the circle. Over to Cole. Back out top to Wagner. She'll lob it low to Wellhausen. Throws it away. McLaren with the seal.
She wasn't expecting the pass. She was trying to seal him off and let her go to the hole.
Pass near side to Kirchhoff. Out top to Lamp. Lamp baseline, Schrader, and a give and go in traffic. Back to Lamp, short J off the glass, no good. Rebound comes off to Cole. Cole pass ahead to Ellie Cole. Back to Maddie Cole near side, just underway second half. They'll work it out top to Wagner, swing it right to Meyer. Meyer backdoor to Wellhausen. And Williams gets the steal
nice
for Atlantic.
hustle.
How about that? Back out to Kirchhoff. Atlantic gets the ball back. 7 minutes to go, third quarter.
Yeah, she went after that ball nice.
Lamp near side to Schrader. Schrader driving in, cut off. And bounce pass into Peyton McLaren. Lamp no good, and she's fouled.
I hope she's going to finish that one.
But a great look by Schrader.
Yep, good cut.
And a foul called on Ellie Cole. So Peyton McLaren will go to the free throw line for Atlantic. 0 for 2 in the first half. She'll have a pair coming up here. Peyton, 11 of 14 coming in. She's 11 of 16, now 12 of 17. She has 3 points, and she makes the first of 2. Atlantic up 19-8 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Atlantic ranked 10th in the preseason. Free throw good. 20-8. Trojans with the lead, and Peyton now 2 for 4 from the line. Peyton McLaren with 4 points. Cardinals in the front court. Trojans with a 20-8 lead. Wellhausen, a back near side of Meyer. Meyer on the bounce, inside, in traffic, back to Wagner. She'll take it in. Her layup up, and it is good. Addison Wagner with 7.
Well, she's going to find her way to the hole somehow.
Atlantic up 20-10 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Early third quarter, Williams. High post to Schrader off the screen. Dribbles down the left side, layup up, it is no good. Rebound pulled down by Wagner. She's had a good game for the Cardinals. Addison Wagner with it on the top of the circle. They'll drive inside, shot over Williams, no good. Rebound McLaren. Atlantic allowed one shot.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you what, it looks like she's bent on taking the ball to the hole.
Lamp to Kirchhoff at the top of the circle, under 6 to play third quarter. Kirchhoff on the dribble, whips it right side to Lamp. Lamp holds the ball out top. McLaren whips it over to Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff back out top to McKenna Schrader. She'll drive down the lane to Williams left baseline. 10 on the play clock. Kirchhoff, she'll drive back to Williams. She'll shoot at 6 on the play clock. No good. Rebound comes off the Cardinals. Good block out by Ellie Cole.
Yep.
Then Maddie Cole was swooped in and got the board. The Cardinals in the front court down by 10. 5:27 to go third quarter. The Seed Pros scoreboard. Wagner driving in, crossover step, and she is tied up inside.
Yeah, she traveled and
yeah, he's traveling.
It was just a little awkward. But if they come down in the same set here, we'll watch. Wagner, number 3, was guarding Williams. And that's about a 6-inch height difference. So you got to take advantage of that.
Kirchhoff brings it across Atlantic on the inbounds play. Goes to the front court. Up 20-10. And timeout call by Coach Vargason because Kirchhoff.
She was trapped.
Was trapped. We'll take it with them back in 30 seconds on KS 95.7 FM and our live video stream powered by Nishdanet.
At Oak Point Wealth Management, we're embracing new changes to better serve you. As an independent wealth manager, I'm excited to partner with LPL Financial, bringing you comprehensive tools and resources backed by personalized service and dynamic technology. My focus remains on helping you achieve your financial goals with integrity and care. Visit oakpointwealth.com or call me, Erin Friend, at 712-207-3521 to learn more.
Visit oakpointwealth.com. Call 712-207-3521 to learn more about how Oak Point Wealth Management can help you pursue your financial goals.
And welcome back to Atlantic as the Trojans up 20-10 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Payne McLaren will throw it in for the far sideline. 5:09 to go third quarter. Trojans break and Kirchhoff takes the inbounds at the top of the circle off the screen from Lamp. Pulls up for 3. Here it is. No good. Rebound Lamp and it's taken away by Wagner. Picked up by Meyer. Cardinals have it under 5 to go in the third. 20-10. Trojans on top. Wagner drives. She's been the most aggressive for the Cardinals.
Absolutely. You just got to cut her off at the basket.
Meyer all the way underneath the basket on the dribble. Back out left side. Maddie Cole, runner up, no good. Rebound tipped out by Lamp. How did Wellhausen there, the 6'1 senior. And the ball belongs to the Cardinals. Meyer will throw it in. The 4:42. No, it is White's ball. So Kirchhoff will.
He saw something we didn't.
I thought Lamp might have threw it out, but the fans thought it was Clarinda.
Well, I would have to agree with him, but it's like it come off that last finger.
Here's McLaren across the half-court line for the Trojans. Payton on the bounce, gives it off to Maddie McLaren, top of the circle. 4.5 to go third. Atlantic up 20-10. Kirchhoff leaves it off for Maddie McLaren on the left wing. Give it a go to Kirchhoff to Payton McLaren, layup good.
Hey, that was a great pass and cut.
Payton with 4 points here in this second half. 22-10. Atlantic by a dozen. Meyer at the top of the circle. Out to Wellhausen. She'll swing it left. Maddie Cole driving the lefty, fires up, no good. Rebound to Wellhausen underneath the basket. We got a whistle and a jump ball.
Keep it, Clarinda.
So Clarinda will keep the basketball on the arrow with 4 minutes left, third quarter. Atlantic up 22-10 of the Seed Pros scoreboard. The toss in by Meyer. Gets it inside to Wagner. Layup good. Addison Wagner with 4 here in
those drive a coach nuts.
22-12. Wagner snuck inside and got the easy layup off the inbounds. Trojans front court. Schrader high and right. And she's fouled by Meyer. Second on Clarinda here in the third quarter. Atlantic with no fouls. and which is really phenomenal because they've been playing such good defense.
Well, absolutely, but I will tell you, it's been a pretty clean ball game. I mean, they let them play. I don't think there's 10 fouls between the two teams.
Well, when the shots aren't going in, too, you
that's
have
right.
a lot of trouble, with fouls, and yet we haven't had that many. Throw in by McLaren, near sideline, near the top of the circle, right baseline to Williams. 3:40 to play, third quarter. Out to Kirchhoff, letting up by 10, 22-12. Maddie McLaren swings it left to Schrader, baseline left. Peyton McLaren on the baseline drive. Cut off, back to Schrader. She'll launch a three. Got it.
That was a good look. That drive kind of set that up. She just filled right in that spot and set her feet and shot.
Second three-point shot by Schrader. Her sixth of the year. Clarinda has it. Driving Gray, foul Atlantic. So Gray will go to the free throw line for a pair with 3:14 to go. Well, when Schrader gets hot, though.
Yeah, I know.
Feed her the ball.
Feed her the ball, yep.
2 shots coming for Gray.
Well, Coach Vargas and somebody didn't drop where they were supposed to on that.
So Gray, Kelby Gray will shoot a pair. Got to score tonight. Kelby Gray is senior. First free throw of the season for Gray, and a knuckleball is in. That had absolutely no spin on it. Didn't matter, it went for her. She's 1 for 1 now from the free throw line.
You know what, whatever works.
25-13. Trojans with the lead.
I always said at the free throw line, as long as it's the same thing every time.
Gray's second free throw is in flight. That one good. Nice stroke by Gray. Cardinals trim the lead to 11, 25-14. Atlantic with the ball. Maddie McLaren with the ball at the top of the circle. Left side is Schrader. Schrader on the drive and lose the handle out of bounds. Cardinals ball, turnover Atlantic.
She had the right idea, just got her feet tangled up.
3:03 to go, third quarter. Atlantic up 25-14, the Seed Pros scoreboard. Boys game is coming up next. Meyer will dribble across the timeline, pass ahead to Johnson, stolen by Kirchhoff, coast to coast. Kirchhoff's layup is up, and it is good. Kirchhoff with 4.
So he did a nice job of slowing up to not take the charge and get a good shot off.
27-14 Atlantic. Meyer in the front court. Ball loose. Grabbed by Widener. She'll drive inside. Nice pivot. Shot no. Foul call to the Trojans.
Yep.
One thing about Widener, Addie Widener, and she has 8 points. In fact, she's got 9 points in the game. She's aggressive. She's been the offense for Clarinda.
Yeah, she is their offense.
Addison Widener will shoot 2. 13-point lead for Atlantic. Their largest advantage. First free throw, no good. 9 for Widener. She had 5 in the first half. All coming in the second quarter, and she just has been aggressive attacking the rim. Second free throw is good. 27-15 Atlantic's lead. Trojans basketball in backcourt. Kirchhoff. 2.5 to go third. Over to Peyton McLaren. She'll bring it across the timeline. A high dribble. She'll tackle inside. Layup no good. A foul called on Clarinda.
As long as her hand's on top of it.
Exactly, and it was.
Yep, it was a high dribble, but it wasn't. She didn't turn her hand over.
Peyton McLaren back to the line. She's 2 for 4. She'll shoot 2. Atlantic up by 12, 27-15.
It's one of those times that the whole crowd goes, oh! I'm like, well.
No. As long as her hand's on top of it, she's all right. The officials had a good no call there. McLaren's second free throw in flight, and it's good. 28-15. Atlantic back up by 13 points on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Kirchhoff comes out. Williams in. Peyton McLaren, Dylan Ball, Maddie McLaren, and Schrader. Cardinals to front. Johnson high and right, the freshman. Ayla Johnson back out top to Gray. She'll swing it left to Meyer. Wagner inside, splits the traffic, fires a hard one off the glass, no good. Rebound Wagner, she'll kick it out to Meyer. Meyer tacks the rim, runner up, no good. Rebound Wagner, fighting with ball. It's going to be a jump, and it's going to be Atlantic's basketball.
Yep. I tell you what, you better get a body on Wagner. She's going to go out and get that basketball.
2:01 to play.
You take her out of the game, and Atlantic won't have any trouble.
Pass in to Schrader, almost stolen away. Ball loose, knocked out by the Trojans. It'll be Cardinals basketball. We owe you a station identification. We'll take it right now.
Looking for the place to party in Atlantic? It's the Super Bowl, your party headquarters for birthdays, family outings, date nights, and more. Feeling competitive? Challenge your crew to a few games and see who's king of the lanes. Don't miss Glow Bowling every Friday and Saturday night. Lights, music, and nonstop fun. Ready to roll? Call Dan at 243-4656 to book your lanes today. The Super Bowl in Atlantic, where good times roll.
Sprayer owners. Atlantic and Audubon Egg. When Murphy's Law brings a broken hydraulic hose to your harvest, remember Randy's Garden of Eden, Atlantic Egg and Auto. We make new hydraulic hoses in-house. That means less downtime, more runtime when runtime is at its peak. So don't let the Murphys get you down when you have Atlantic Egg and Auto, your locally owned CarQuest retail store, to keep you running and as happy as an old dog riding shotgun in the combine, as happy as full bins and high yields, as happy as a raccoon in a corn crib, as happy as Grandpa at the auction.
Welcome back to Atlantic. 28-15 Trojans by 13 points. 1:47 to go. Both teams struggling offensively, but
that's a kind word for it.
They've been playing pretty good defense on both.
Well, yeah, that's absolutely.
Atlantic defense has been solid all year. The most they've given up was to Trainer 51, their first game of the season. St. Albert scored 49. Atlantic close there, 49-45. Cardinals basketball after the timeout, 28-15. Trojans with the lead of the Seed Pros scoreboard, 1:45 to go, third quarter. Meyer, top of the circle against that Trojan zone, high and right. Johnson, baseline. On the drive, Gray, lose the handle, ball loose, ball picks it up for Atlantic. And she's in traffic, and she's fouled. That'll be 4 on Clarinda, 1:31 to go, third quarter. Katrina Williams will throw it in, the right side of the basket. Full court press put on by the Cardinals. Williams has the ball, spinning off the screen, and Lamp takes the inbounds.
Oh, keep going.
She'll put it to the floor and works top of the circle. Out top to Peyton McLaren. 1:25 to go, third quarter. Peyton right side to Schrader. Schrader with 2 threes in the game. Drives the baseline, layup, it's blocked by Wellhausen, but a foul called on Wellhausen. That's 5 on Clarinda.
Well, it's 5 on Clarinda, but we're going to shoot 2 anyway.
Kirchhoff is 1 for 2 from the line for the Trojans with 2 threes. And the senior spins it up, and it's good. Atlantic up 29-15, their largest advantage. 15 points, or 25-15, excuse me. 14-point lead. Second free throw is no good. Rebound by Dylan Ball. Ball out top to McLaren. Lamp, baseline, Peyton McLaren. Back out top to Kirchhoff, near side to Ball. Ball top of the key. Wings it right baseline to Bryn Lamp. Lobs backdoor to Williams. Layup up and good.
Nice lob. A nice finish.
Atlantic up 31-15. Cardinals in the front. Inside of Wellhausen. Baseline to Wagner. Meyer. Deep three. No good. Rimmed out. Wellhausen rebound. Put back is no good. And the Cardinals get the board again. Wagner with the rebound. Now it's taken away. We've got a jump.
Big Clarinda ball.
Cardinals will have the ball, and looks like Dylan.
Somebody got a hair caught on a brace.
Oh, first I thought we had a tooth out.
No.
But boy, they did a good job of staying put there. Dylan Ball with a big smile on her face. And she's going to come out and get that brace cleaned off. Both teams are hustling.
Oh, yeah.
33 seconds on the clock in the third, 31-15 inside of Wagner. Layup is good. Wagner with a lot of points here for the Cardinals. 31-17 the score. Atlantic with the lead in the ball. 20 seconds to go here in this third quarter. Peyton McLaren across the timeline, right baseline to Lamp. Lamp back out top to Kirchhoff. 12 on the play clock. Inside to Williams. Lost the handle. Ellie Cole gets it for Clarinda. 6 seconds to go in the third. Baseline to Maddie Cole. 4 seconds, 3. Out top to Ellie Cole. Fires at 1. No good. Aired it out. And we are through with 3 quarters of play. 31-17. Trojans on top. Back in a minute.
At Greg Young, we don't just sell vehicles, we help you find the perfect one. Our extensive dealership network allows for amazing pricing and better vehicle selection. Plus, get a 5-year complimentary maintenance package with a new or used vehicle purchase, oil changes, tire rotations, and peace of mind on us. That's how Greg Young celebrates 25 years. Visit GregYoungAtlantic.com today.
Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
Limits apply. See dealer for details.
If authentic Mexican food is what you're craving, then come on into Rancho Grande in Atlantic. We're more than just tacos and margaritas, but we do make the best of both. We have appetizers, beef, chicken, seafood dishes, and desserts. Mixed drinks, wine, imported and domestic beers are on the menu too. Dine in or relax on the patio with family, friends, date night, or a quick stop before or after the game. Open 7 days a week. You'll be able to fill in your cravings of authentic Mexican food at Rancho Grande in Atlantic.
KS 95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to Atlantic. It's 31-17 Trojans, Roger Warren.
Well, they, added 4 points to the spread. Now they just got to keep playing defense and don't let them get on a roll. I mean, like I said, you take Wagner out of the game and keep her off the drive, you're pretty much taking Clarinda out of their offense.
Wagner's been the offense for sure, no doubt about it. She has 11 points for Clarinda. Atlantic with the ball to start the final period. Out to Kirchhoff. A deep 3. Good!
And what makes that is she caught it, squared, and shot it and didn't even hesitate.
Atlantic doubled up the score, 34-17 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. And the pass stolen by Williams. Picked up by McLaren, stolen away by Wagner. She'll lay it up and in. She has been everything.
Well, she's strong. Tell you what, she's taking the ball away from us.
34-19 Atlantic on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Wagner has 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 10, 14 points to lead Clarinda. She has 14 of the 19. Schrader driving for Atlantic. Left baseline to McLaren.
Nice
She'll push
shot.
it up, and it is good. Peyton McLaren with the deuce.
Well, that was a good kick out, and she was squared. Well, that was the shot to take.
36-19. We've got a whistle travel called on Maddie Cole. Atlantic up 36-19 of the Seed Pro scoreboard. 6:59 to go. Going within bounds in their front court. Katrina Williams will throw it in, the 6-foot senior post. State qualifier in cross country. Inbounds to Lamp. He runs it to Wellhausen, kick out to Williams. Katrina give it a go to Kirchhoff. Down the lane, runner up, it is good!
Nice give and go.
4 points for Kirchhoff here in this fourth quarter. 38-19 Atlantic on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Pass down to Cole, wide open layup is good. What a great look by Ellie Cole.
So the Trojans, it's a good learning experience. You got to talk.
Maddie Cole with her first 2. 38-21 Atlantic with the lead. Schrader top of the circle, near side pass to Peyton McLaren. Out top the Lamp. Lamp on the drive, ball slapped away, out of bounds. Last touch for the Cardinal. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, it bounced off Lamp's foot.
Thanks, Roger. Ingrid Johnson, the 5'7" freshman that comes in. She's got a lot of potential as well, and Ellie Cole will come out. 6:16 to go in the game. Boys game coming up next. We'll have it. Here's Meyer for Clarinda.
Well, one of the things the Trojans want to do right now is when they come down, they want to use at least 20 seconds off that clock.
Baseline 3 by Johnson, and she swished it in. Ayla Johnson gets a big 3, and the Cardinals needed that. 38-24. Atlantic with the lead. Johnson, a good-looking freshman. She had a nice stroke there.
That's her first 3, I believe.
Yeah, really a good-looking ball player here. She's got a lot of potential for the Cardinals. Kirchhoff over to Schrader. Schrader now baseline of McLaren. McLaren dribbles back out top and gives off to Kirchhoff off the screen. Down inside, Williams over Wilhausen. Can't get it. Lamp rebound. Knocked out by the Cardinals. 5:27 to play. And Madison McLaren will come in for Lamp. Atlantic up 38-24 on the Seed Pros scoreboard.
Well, they got a fresh shot clock, so they got to use a little bit of here.
Miley Wagner comes in for the 6'1" Wellhausen. Here's Kirkhoff to toss the baseline, gets it into Maddie McLaren. She'll take it back inside the lane. She'll drive in, layup up, good!
She's seen that lane and just kept coming.
Her first score of the game. She has 2, 40-24 Atlantic. Driving as Cole, and she lost the handle just a little bit out of control.
Yep.
And the Trojans get the ball back on the turnover by Clarinda. Atlantic up big, 40-24 on the Seed Pros.
That's where you need somebody to be able to go deep.
Scoreboard, 5
throw it that far.
Play. Williams will throw it in. And she overshot her target. Ball loose out of bounds. Clarinda's ball. Cardinals with that pressure defense. Coach Vargason prepared for that, Roger.
Yeah, they didn't execute.
Inbounds from Meyer for Clarinda. She's to the right side of the basket on the baseline. She'll throw it in with 5:13 to go in the game. Meyer slaps the ball, looks for Cutter. She'll lob it away out top to Johnson. Right side to Maddie Cole, the lefty fires a deep 3, no good. Rebound, McLaren for Atlantic, out to Williams. Wide open Schrader, down the lane, layup up and good. 42-24 Atlantic with a big lead. Timeout is going to be called, and we'll take it right with them.
When you are in need of fuel, trust a company that keeps your home, farm, or business operation running smoothly. Olson Fuel Supply in Atlantic, locally owned and family operated. Olson Fuel Supply has been delivering to our neighbors and yours for years. Whether it's propane for your home or fuel for your farm or business, Olson Fuel Supply is here for you when you need us. Experience hometown service you can always count on all year long. Olson Fuel Supply, the keep you going company.
Looking for a reputable carpenter you can trust? Call Matt Benning with Benning Carpentry. Matt and his crew, based out of Atlantic, bring you top quality craftsmanship backed by over 30 years of experience. From remodels to custom builds, they do it all with precision and professionalism. Call 515-490-6966 today. That's 515-490-6966. Benning Carpentry, where experience meets excellence.
Welcome back to Atlantic. 5 minutes to play here in this basketball game, and the Trojan girls up 42-24.
Well, don't let off the gas.
Carter will throw it in. Still a lot of time, you're right. And Florida's got some shooters. It's just been a cold night here. Ayla Johnson, the freshman, brings it across ahead to Maddie Cole. She'll swing it left side to Meyer. She'll fire up a nice 3. Can't get it. Rims out. Rebound pulled down by Wagner. She'll muscle one up, then draws the foul. So Wagner will shoot a pair from the free throw line. She has 14.
I'll tell you what, she's about as strong as you can get, because I tell you what, if it's a 50-50 ball, she's got it.
5'6" senior, 14 points. Atlantic up 42-24. Wagner's free throw is good. 43-25 the Trojans, or 42-25 rather. Second free throw for Wagner, she has 15. Averaging 12.5 coming in. That free throw is good. Well, that's 42-26.
Get going.
Trojans basketball. They'll bring it across the timeline in a hurry. Maddie McLaren, layup no good. Rebound Wagner. Who else? Wagner will take it herself to the front court. Reverse dribble down the paint. Lose the ball. Stolen by Peyton
time
McLaren.
to eat it.
4.5 to play. Reach in by Meyer, and a foul call to Meyer. And that's one on Clarinda here in the fourth quarter. Atlantic with 1. So the ball will be out of bounds on the near sideline as the ball starts to escape to the concession stand. They get it retrieved before it went out in the foyer. The door was open temporarily.
Yeah, it was open.
Katrina Williams from the near sideline will toss it in. Out to Kirkhoff, top of the circle. Almost halfway through this period. Here's Kirkhoff. Free throw line, holds up. Bounce pass out to McLaren, top of the circle, guarded by Johnson. She'll wing it out top to Williams, right side of Kirkhoff. Kirkhoff back out to Schrader. Left side to Williams.
Just run your offense.
And give it to go to Kirchhoff. Layup off the glass, no good. Rebound Meyer for Clarinda. Cardinals trying to make a late game run there. Got 4 minutes to do it. Cole for three. Good! Maddie Cole with a triple. She is 5 in this fourth quarter. 42-29. Trojans the front court. Maddie McLaren, the freshman, top of the circle. Having trouble with that Punkin. She found it. Gathered it in. She'll whip it left side to Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff. Give it a go into Schrader. Schrader bounce pass to Williams. Williams on the left baseline will give it off to Kirchhoff. 15 the shot clock. Kirchhoff drives, bounce pass baseline. McLaren. Maddie for three. No good. Williams, nice block out, gets the offensive board, and it's taken away by Wagner. Cardinals have the ball, making a run here. They'll get out to Meyer, top of the key. Bounce pass baseline. On the drive is Wagner. Billy Wagner, no good. And the rebound to McLaren for Atlantic. Miley Wagner, I should say, in the game now. We're in the 3-minute mark to go in the game, and a whistle. We've got a timeout. Coach Vargason. 3:04 to play in this ball game. 42-29 Atlantic on the Seed Pro scoreboard.
Building wealth and neglecting.
Looking for the place to party in Atlantic? It's the Super Bowl, your party headquarters for birthdays, family outings, date nights, and more. Feeling competitive? Challenge your crew to a few games and see who's king of the lanes. Don't miss Glow Bowling every Friday and Saturday night. Lights, music, and nonstop fun. Ready to roll? Call Dan at 243-4656 to book your lanes today. The Super Bowl in Atlantic, where good times roll.
Dealer or a family operation helping.
SWITA is your public transit provider in Southwest Iowa. Gas prices got you down? Need a ride to work or the grocery store? There's public transportation for everyone in Southwest Iowa. SWITA offers taxi service in Atlantic, Glenwood, Harlan, Missouri Valley, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. Call 1-800-842-8065 or visit swita.com to schedule your ride.
Welcome back to Atlantic. Trojans up 42-29. 3:04 to play here in the ball game on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Looking to get inside, and Trojans have it with McLaren, Maddie McLaren, top of the circle. Hand off, Mate McLaren, Peyton with it, guarded by Johnson. A lot of dribble, and now Peyton will bounce pass it to Williams, low block. She'll take it to the rim, hook shot up, and it is no good. Meyer with the rebound, knocked out of her hands by Williams. Now she'll get it off to Schrader. Schrader near side to McLaren. Another timeout is, we got a whistle. Whistle called.
Got a foul. See, they got three. They got three to give still.
They just got 2 fouls, you're right. 2:38 to go.
I mean, they're going to be a little aggressive.
Kirchhoff inbounds for Atlantic. Looks to get it out top. Way out top. McLaren. Bay to the top of the circle in the ring. Hands it off. Schrader down the right side. Pivots. Williams at the high block. She'll take it in. Now kick out top to Kirchhoff.
Good decision. Good decision. You got 20 seconds you can kill.
Atlantic at 42-29. Kirchhoff left baseline. She'll pop the elbow shot. No good. Rebound Wagner. Cardinals to the front. Down by 13. 42-29. Wagner to the rack. Lose the handle. Contact, no foul. McLaren comes up with a jump ball is called with McLaren and Miley Wagner.
The Trojans did a good job just standing there. You knew where she was going to go.
2:07 to go. Here in this ball game is Meyer will throw it in for the baseline, right side into Wagner. Wagner circles around, lays it up, no good. Rebound Williams. Trojans have the ball. Under 2 to play. 42-29. Peyton across the timeline to head to Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff high and right. One dribble, pulls up, ball loose, and touched by Meyer out of bounds. Both rebounds to the near sideline. Williams will toss it in for Atlantic. 1:48 on the clock. Boys waiting patiently to come in and play the second of game. Zoe Kirchhoff driving. Leaves it off for Maddie McLaren, the freshman high and right. Pass over to Schrader. Schrader on the drive. Short runner, missed everything. She let up on it, and Johnson.
She thought it was going to get blocked, and she didn't finish the shot.
Yep. And she knows that she's got a smile on her face. Johnson drives in, taken away by McLaren.
Yep.
We got a jump ball.
Yep.
Atlantic has it. 1:28 to play.
That was the right call.
42-29 Atlantic by 13. Largest lead has been 18 points. 42-24 was their largest lead. Here's Kirchhoff on the drive and pulls up high and left. Double team. Now she's got a seam, slithers in, kicks it right. Schrader out top to McLaren. Maddie McLaren back to Schrader. Wide open three off the mark. Rebound comes off to Maddie Cole for Clarinda.
That's what you don't need to be shooting.
Near side to Wagner. Back out top. Over to Johnson. Ellie Johnson inside to Cole. Back to Wagner. She'll attack the rim. A layup up no, and a foul call on the Trojans. That's just 2 in Atlantic. Is that a floor foul? No?
That's a shooting foul.
They say she's shooting, so Addison Wagner. 8 free throws for Wagner. She's 6 of 8 from the line, and she'll shoot 2 here. We've got a timeout call. We'll take it with them. We're back in a minute on KS95.
When Murphy's Law brings a broken hydraulic hose to your harvest, remember Randy's Garden of Eden, Atlantic Ag and Auto. We make new hydraulic hoses in-house. That means less downtime, more runtime when runtime is at its peak. So don't let the Murphys get you down when you have Atlantic Ag and Auto, your locally owned CarQuest retail store, to keep you running and as happy as an old dog riding shotgun in the combine, as happy as full bins and high yields, as happy as a raccoon in a corn crib, as happy as Grandpa at the auction.
Looking for a reputable carpenter you can trust? Call Matt Benning with Benning Carpentry. Matt and his crew, based out of Atlantic, bring you top quality craftsmanship backed by over 30 years of experience. From remodels to custom builds, they do it all with precision and professionalism. Call 515-490-6966 today. That's 515-490-6966. Benning Carpentry, where experience meets excellence.
Neighbors, caring for neighbors.
Welcome back to Atlantic and the waning moments of this one. 42-29 Trojans, 57 seconds to play. Trojans by 13. And Addison Wagner at the free throw line. Wagner had 5 points in the first half, 7, 8, 12 points after 3. She has 16 points, and she missed the first of 2. Still 42-29. Atlantic with a comfortable lead here. Trying to break that 500 mark. They've played a tough schedule against a couple of ranked teams. There are only 2 losses. Beat Glenwood, and they beat Denison. Free throw by Wagner, short. Rebound, Williams out of traffic. Gets it out to McLaren. She loses the handle. Out to Cole for 3, no good. Wagner rebound, putback is good. 42-31 Trojans. 40 seconds to play. Kirchhoff to throw it in. They've got to beat. Oh, there's Schrader wide open. A bomb down the floor to Schrader, and she loses the handle out of bounds.
That's the right play, though. They tried it.
That was a quarterback throw by
Well, I was wondering. I said Zoe's the only one that really got the arm to throw that.
I like the play. Schrader was throwing it in, and then Kirchhoff stepped behind the baseline, took the pass, and Schrader took off. Carled the front. Maddie Cole on the drive, back out top. Meyer over to Wagner. Williams almost a steal. Wagner might have got 2 hands on the ball. She drives in, scoop shot no, and a foul call to the Trojans. With 15 seconds to play. And we're going to see Addison Wagner back at the free throw.
Yep.
She has been everything for the Cardinals tonight. 16 points. Free throw coming up here. 42-31 Atlantic. Free throw is good. 42-32 Atlantic on the Seed Pros scoreboard. 15 seconds to play. Trojans will win this one. They'll go to 3-2 on the year. But the Cardinals made a really good comeback in the fourth quarter. Second free throw by Wagner is good. 18 for Wagner. 42-33. Trojans lead is cut to 9, and we've got a whistle. Timeout, Coach Vargason. We'll take it with them. Back in a minute.
When you are in need of fuel, trust the company that keeps your home, farm, or business operation running smoothly. Olson Fuel Supply in Atlantic, locally owned and family operated. Olson Fuel Supply has been delivering to our neighbors and yours for years. Whether it's propane for your home or fuel for your farm or business, Olson Fuel Supply is here for you when you need us. Experience hometown service you can always count on all year long. Olson Fuel Supply, the keep you going company.
First Windy Bank is the longest standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Windy Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Atlantic as the Cardinals making a run out in the fourth quarter, but they had a big mountain to climb. They were down 31-17, and we're down 42-24 at one point. It's 42-33. They're on a 9-0 run. Kirchhoff takes the pass to Schrader, back to Schrader. 14 seconds to go in the game. Ahead to Maddie McLaren, now to Peyton McLaren. Over to Maddie, 9 seconds, 8. Top of the court, Schrader. She'll just hold the ball now, and this game is in history. Atlantic 42, and the Cardinals 33. And a 9-0 run finish by the Cardinals, but as I mentioned, they had a mountain to climb there. Here to end the ball game. Well, the boys' game is coming up, but we'll wrap this up. Our post-game show coming up next. It's brought to you by Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
Neighbors caring for neighbors. Atlantic wins this one 42-33. And for the Cardinals, Addison Wagner with 20 points. Ayla Johnson with 3. 5 for Maddie Cole. 3 for Carson Wellhausen, a 6'1 senior, and 2 for Kelby Gray. 23-25, 33. And we're right there. Roger Warren scoring, believe it or not. For Atlantic, they were led in scoring by a number of players here. That McKenna Schrader had 2 threes in the game. She had 3, 6, and 9, 10, 12 points for the Trojans. Zoe Kirchhoff had 9 points for Atlantic. She had a 1-3. Schrader with 2. McLaren, Maddie McLaren had a pair. Peyton McLaren ended up with 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 for the game. Bryn Lamp had 2. Jill Satoff had 2, and Katrina Williams with 6 points. Atlantic 42-33. Your thoughts on the girls' game?
I'll tell you what, Tom, great defense. You know, they opened that 18-point lead up there in the fourth quarter. You know, basically held on to finish it out. You know, that's one of those talking points that Coach Vargason can use as far as for practice for the rest of the week. You know, it seemed like when they blew it open that they just relaxed and shot the ball. So good win.
Once again, Schrader leads the team with 12, 9 each for Kirchhoff and Peyton McLaren. Williams with 6 and 2 for Maddie McLaren, Bryn Lamp, and Jill Satoff. Atlantic led 6-2 after 1. Halftime 18-8. They led 31-17 after 3. Opened up a 42-24 lead, and then a 9-0 run by the Cardinals to end the ball game. As the boys' game is coming up, we'll take a 2-minute timeout. We're back right after this.
At the Seed Pros, we're more than just your local Pioneer seed dealer. We're a family operation helping you grow profitable success season after season.
My My daddy sold chemical, soybeans, and corn.
That's right, Nora. From corn to soybeans to chemicals, we've got trusted Pioneer genetics and local knowledge to maximize profits.
And I get to ride in the tractor.
The Seed Pros, where the next generation is already in the field. Contact Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinkla, Nick Knutson, or John Becker. We are with you from the word go.
At Oak Point Wealth Management, we're embracing new changes to better serve you. As an independent wealth manager, I'm excited to partner with LPL Financial, bringing you comprehensive tools and resources backed by personalized service and dynamic technology. My focus remains on helping you achieve your financial goals with integrity and care. Visit oakpointwealth.com or call me, Erin Friend, at 712-207-3521 to learn more.
Visit oakpointwealth.com. Call 712-207-3521 to learn more about how Oak Point Wealth Management can help you pursue your financial goals.
Hi everyone, this is Tanner from the Atlantic Hy-Vee.
Stein.
Hi everyone, this is Tanner from the Atlantic Hy-Vee. Have you signed up?
1-3, Atlantic 0-2 on the season as we get set for game number 2 on the Trojans. Atlantic girls go to 3-2, and the Cardinals drop to 3-2 on the season. We're going to hear from Atlantic head boys basketball coach Dalton Frank, and that's coming up next. Our Coaches Show brought to you by McAtee Tire and Service Headquarters for your automotive repairs and Goodyear Tires at 100 West 2nd Street in Atlantic.
Let's go. Strengths and weaknesses. They watch.
SWITA is your public transit provider in Southwest Iowa. Gas prices got you down? Need a ride to work or the grocery store? There's public transportation for everyone in Southwest Iowa. SWITA offers taxi service in Atlantic, Glenwood, Harlan, Missouri Valley, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. Call 1-800-842-8065 or visit SWITA.com to schedule your ride.
Hi everyone, this is Tanner from the Atlantic Hy-Vee. Have you signed up or upgraded to our Perks program yet? It's free and gives you instant savings. If you're not signed up, no worries. We can sign you up in store. Super easy and instant savings. You will still have the fuel saver savings on gas. We're the only store in town committed to giving you the cheapest gas. So when you choose Atlantic Hy-Vee, you're not just shopping, you're experiencing service, quality, savings, and purpose. And as always, thank you for choosing Atlantic Hy-Vee.
When Murphy's Law brings a broken hydraulic hose to your harvest, remember Randy's Garden of Eden, Atlantic Ag and Auto. We make new hydraulic hoses in-house. That means less downtime, more runtime when runtime is at its peak. So don't let the Murphys get you down when you have Atlantic Ag and Auto, your locally owned CarQuest retail store, to keep you running and as happy as an old dog riding shotgun in the combine, as happy as full bins and high yields, as happy as a raccoon in a corn crib, as happy as Grandpa at the auction.
Have you ever heard the saying, people spend their life building wealth and neglecting their health, only to wish they could trade their wealth for better health at the end? This is Dr. Fritz Beyer, and it has now been over 30 years since my first chiropractic adjustment. I still get asked, do you get adjusted? Absolutely. I try to get adjusted at least once a month. I'm 47 now and still try to stay as active as ever. While I do get a few more aches and pains than when I was younger, it feels great to be able to step on the mat and help kids learning to wrestle. Chiropractic has helped me feel young enough to do it. If staying active is part of your future plans, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
First Windy Bank is the longest standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Windy Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
Looking for the place to party in Atlantic? It's the Super Bowl, your party headquarters for birthdays, family outings, date nights, and more. Feeling competitive? Challenge your crew to a few games and see who's king of the lanes. Don't miss Glow Bowling every Friday and Saturday night. Lights, music, and nonstop fun. Ready to roll? Call Dan at 243-4656 to book your lanes today. The Super Bowl in Atlantic, where good times roll.
They're led in scoring, looks like, by Warner Smith on the season, this young season. Cooper Baumgart also in double figures. A couple of familiar names here. Talk about facing the Cardinals now.
They do have some players back from last year's team.
they play really hard. They'll pick us up, full court press us the whole game, man press, run and jump. So defensively, it doesn't matter who they have on the floor. They're pedal to the metal the whole time. They're in your face. So we're going to have to handle pressure, play with composure. Don't let them speed us up. Play at the pace we want to play. And defensively, we're going to have to be really disciplined. They run a circle motion offense, where it's pass, cut, and they have another cutter followed by the first cutter. And you got to be really disciplined. You got to be gap sound. You got to go underneath all their screening actions so we don't give up any layups. And our communication defensively has to be better, and we need 5 guys that are willing to sprint back on defense, sit down, guard the ball, help their teammate guard the ball, talk ball screens. So the biggest thing with us is I gotta find 5 guys that are willing to compete and just play hard for each other and do everything it takes to be give yourself a chance to win.
Yeah, and I want to mention, too, Trojan without Grant Petty because of the ankle injury. What's his status now? Boy, he's a key starter for this ball club.
Yeah, he is. Grant's a kid that really cares. He's a competitor, and those are two really important components. They have nothing to do with talent either. He just cares a lot about his teammates and playing hard for his teammates. And he wants to compete and he wants to win. So when you have a kid like that, and to build off of that, he's got great length. He works his butt off on the defensive end. He does, he's great with ball pressure. He's a good rebounder. So we missed him defensively, and he's one of our more aggressive guys offensively too, getting downhill and shooting from the perimeter as well. So we definitely miss Grant because Glenwood was lengthy, man. I think their length bothered us a lot offensively, but so yeah, we miss Grant. He's got an ankle sprain. He wrecked his ankle against North Polk, so he's been working. He had about a 2-hour workout with a trainer on Friday. Things went really well, so he's progressing in the right direction. He didn't practice all week. After he sprained his ankle Monday, so there was no way we could put him out there Friday night, unfortunately, at Glenwood. But he's trending in the right direction. I hope to have him back by Tuesday.
Oh, good.
But he's got to get through a practice first before I can put him on the floor, obviously. So we'll see how things progress there. But yeah, we definitely missed Grant Friday. That was obvious.
Well, Coach, anything else to add?
No, I'm just looking forward to seeing who wants to compete. Our 3 games this week. It's a big week, and it's early in the season. There's nothing set with rotations, and with starting off the way we have, obviously the playing time's wide open. So we need to just keep having guys compete, so I can start building some rotations, and we'll get them coached up on the defensive end, so we quit giving up so many dang layups, and hopefully we can find some rhythm offensively too. But it's good to have the season rolling here, and we're looking forward to a big week of games.
Great stuff, Coach. Thank you so much. We'll be back with the starting lineups and the First Whitney Bank opening tip-off. But first, this from our coach's sponsor, McAtee Tire.
Good coaches.
Looking for the place to party in Atlantic? It's the Super Bowl, your party headquarters for birthdays, family outings, date nights, and more. Feeling competitive? Challenge your crew to a few games and see who's king of the lanes. Don't miss Glow Bowling every Friday and Saturday night. Lights, music, and nonstop fun. Ready to roll? Call Dan at 243-4656 to book your lanes today. The Super Bowl in Atlantic, where good times roll.
At 2nd Street Auto, it's our mission to get you back on the road fast. And it all starts with free local towing. Once you're back at the shop, we talk you through your car repair with a free and fair estimate. We do everything in-house so you know who's working on your car. Our Hercules tires come with free road hazard repair, free rotation for the life of the tires, and a free alignment check. And nobody can beat our transmission rebuild and repair experts. Brakes, tune-ups, oil changes, preventative maintenance, and service work make 2nd Street your first stop.
And Glenwood's a good ball club. They had North Polk, right out of the chute. So it's just, they might be 0-2, but they played two quality basketball teams. They just got to find, okay, who's their go-to guys? Play under control. Just keep playing great defense. I mean, the Jensen kid stepped in pretty well. He looks pretty smooth. And, just from my take on it, he's the one to look to. Then you got Gavin down inside. And then you need the other three to step up around the perimeter.
Cale Jensen leads the team in scoring so far this season, averaging 13.5 a game. And Gavin McLaren with 11 points a contest. And then just kind of a smattering of single digits.
You bet.
Sheldon Molia has probably got the most athleticism. And he's about 6 points a game guy, but he could really go, I think.
Well, absolutely. I'm just looking out there. Where is Shelton?
Yeah, I don't see him here out there at this time, and maybe he's not going to be suited up. I don't see him either, Roger Warren.
Anyway, they just Sawyer Terrell has looked good. They got to get more comfortable and more playing time.
Grant Petty is questionable for tonight, and trying to pick him out. Looks like he's getting around pretty good after hurting that ankle against North Polk. And he's firing up the threes and knocking them down there. For the Cardinals, they're led in scoring by Sam Klein, a senior, averaging 9 a game, and Cooper Baumgart averaging 8.67. As the Cardinals have played 3 games, they've won 1 so far this season, and they're hungry for a win as well. So a couple of teams that want to get after it. They lost to Woodbine 61-37. They beat Red Oak 45-38, and they lost to St. Albert 57-46. And they are 1-2. Atlantic, 1-2. Atlantic is 0-3. And 1-2 coming in the game tonight. So going to be key for Atlantic to control tempo, as Coach.
Well, absolutely.
I mean, I
think you got two teams that are always hungry for a win at this point in time, but fairly evenly matched. It's just probably the team with the less turnovers is the one that's going to come out on top.
But you're right. No Shelton Molia here. So it's going to be Sawyer Terrell getting a start for Atlantic. Gavin McLaren will get a start as well. Grant Petty, we'll see if he gets in. He's not going to start the game, but we'll see if Coach... No, he is going to start the game, Roger. That's good to see. Grant getting his sweats off, and he'll start for the Trojans. And again, no Shelton Molia. Hudson McLaren will be a starter here.
I know what they're dealing with.
So here we go. Cardinals will be introduced first. Noah Harris will get a start. A 6'2 senior.
Not like that.
As we get the starting lineups coming up here in just a little bit. Cardinals 1-2, Atlantic 0-2 coming in. Into one more game than the Trojans have played. Girls game, Atlantic won that 42-33. The Cardinals went on a 9-0 run to end it. Trojans had an 18-point lead at one point. Ryan Wagner will get a start for Clarinda, 6-foot junior. Noah Harris, a 6'2 senior. Tallest player for the Cardinals is Devin Barlow at 6'3, and Jordan Bott at 6'3 as well. Otherwise, really, Clarinda, they usually field a shorter style team, but they get after it, I'll tell you that. Starting lineup, Noah Wagner, a 5'9", a sophomore for the Cardinals. Ryan Wagner, 6-foot junior. Warner Smith, a 6'2 senior starting. Cooper Baumgart, a 6'3 sophomore. And Noah Harris, a 6'2 senior for Clarinda. And Seabritt is the head coach for Clarinda. For Atlantic, Hudson McLaren, a 6'1 senior, gets a start. Sawyer Terrell, a 6-foot senior. Cale Jensen, 6'4 senior. Grant Petty, a 6'2 junior. And Gavin McLaren, a 6'1 senior. Our tip-off is coming up, and it's brought to you by the First Whitney Bank. The only bank you'll ever need. First to Whitney Bank.
But there are times when you need...
Looking for a reputable carpenter you can trust? Call Matt Benning with Benning Carpentry. Matt and his crew, based out of Atlantic, bring you top quality craftsmanship backed by over 30 years of experience. From remodels to custom builds, they do it all with precision and professionalism. Call 515-490-6966 today. That's 515-490-6966. Benning Carpentry, where experience meets excellence.
95.7 and live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to Atlantic. We're getting set for this one. The Clarinda Cardinals and the Atlantic Trojans. These teams, as I mentioned, hungry for a win here. And the jump coming up. The first Whitney Bank tip-off. Akil Jensen for Atlantic and Cooper Baumgart for Clarinda. Atlantic will go right to left and Clarinda left to right here to start this one. Baumgart and Jensen. Here's the tip, and Baumgart controls it. Cardinals having to start the game. Ryan White will bring it across the timeline for Clarinda. Atlantic comes out of the man-to-man defense. They'll work the ball on the left wing and a back out top to Ryan Wagner. Near side of Baumgart. Baumgart pulls up on the free throw line. Out top to Noah Harris. Harris on the drive on McLaren. Lose the handle out of bounds. And they're going to say it's Clarinda's ball.
I think when it hit off Gavin's belly.
Throw in by Clarinda. And bounce pass to Noah Harris. Harris turns, hook shot over McLaren. No good. Gavin McLaren with the rebound. Here comes Atlantic. Just underway here is Hudson McLaren. The senior brings it across the timeline. He'll leave it off for Cale Jensen. Baseline McLaren wide open, short J. God! Atlantic up.
Nice looking shot.
2-0.
Nice looking pass.
Good look by Jensen.
You got to make those 10-footers.
Nolan Wagner to the front court on the dribble. Guarded by Sawyer Terrell. He'll swing it near side to Warner Smith. Smith for Harris. Nope, he's going to take it to baseline. 3-point shot up and no good by Nolan Wagner. Rebound out of bounds, tipped in by Noah Harris. Gavin McLaren will get it, but out of bounds goes Harris. Atlantic will have the ball. 6:58 to go first quarter. Grant Petty, good to see him back in the lineup. He'll throw it in. Grant into Terrell, and a steal by the Clarinda Cardinals, but Sawyer Terrell gets it back. He'll kick it out to Hudson McLaren. He'll bring it across the half-court line for Atlantic. Hudson on the drive, spinning inside, shot off the glass, and he's fouled. Nice job.
Nice drive. He probably would have made the layup, but he really pushed him.
So Hudson attacking the rim, and he'll shoot a pair for the Trojans. Hudson 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 83% for Hudson. And the free throw's up and good. Atlantic up 3-0 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Second free throw for Hudson McLaren coming up. 6 of 8 now for Hudson. Missed that one off the front iron. Rebound comes off the Cardinals. And they'll move the ball ahead to Warner Smith. Harris, left side to Nolan Wagner. Driving, layup it is good. Nolan Wagner
nice layup.
For 2. 3-2 Atlantic. Trojans against the press. Grant Petty on the dribble down the far sideline for Atlantic. Works the ball. Guarded by Warner Smith. Back out top, Hudson McLaren. Early here in the first quarter, Hudson driving. Layup up and no good, but he draws the foul again. Boy, it's good to see Hudson McLaren attacking the rim. So Hudson will shoot a pair. He's 1 for 2. Atlantic up by 1, 3-2 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Hudson McLaren at the free throw line for the Trojans. Free throw is no good off the front iron. Off the bench, Caden Roop, the 5'11 senior.
That was his second foul.
Warner Smith with 2 fouls steps out. Hudson McLaren to shoot. Free throw is up and is no good. Missed it both, and Roop almost got the rebound. Noah Harris comes up with it. Cardinals the front court. They'll work the ball against that man defense into Roop. Roop back out to Harris. Harris top of the circle, driving on Cale Jensen. Over to Nolan Wagner. He'll take it to the rack and lays it in.
Nice looking layup.
Nolan Wagner puts the Cardinals up 4-3. He's got all 4 points. Trojans Have it knocked out of their hands, but they'll have the ball back in the backcourt. Hudson will throw it in for Atlantic. Hudson McLaren. Terrell back to McLaren. Roop will be in his back pocket up the floor. Hudson high and left. 5:40 to go first quarter. Trojan set it up. High post to Gab McLaren. Timeout, Dalton Franken. 5:36 to go first quarter. Cardinals up 4-3 on the Seed Pro scoreboard.
Sprayer owners. Atlantic.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
Welcome back to Atlantic. 5:36 to go first quarter of the Seed Pro scoreboard. 4-3 Cardinals. Hudson McLaren takes the inbounds for the Trojans.
Going 2-3.
2-3 zone by the Cardinals. Terrell. Baseline to Hudson McLaren. Skip pass to Grant Petty, high and right. Swings it right baseline to Cale Jensen. Back to Petty out of the zone now. And he throws it away. Roop knocks it away. Cardinals have it in the front court. Roop top of the circle off the bench. For Clarinda, Atlantic stays in a man. Nolan Wagner with 4 points, high and left, off the screen. Whistle, foul call on the Trojans. That's your first. 5:08 to go first quarter. Wagner with 4. For Clarinda, Gab McLaren with 2, and Hudson McLaren 1 for 4 from the line. 4-3 Cardinals. Throw in by Wagner. He'll go near side to Noah Harris. Goes back to Roop, top of the circle. He'll take it to the rope. He kicks it left. Could have finished that possibly.
I agree with you.
Back near side to Harris. Pass in, layup Baumgart, good. Cooper Baumgart gets the bucket. Cardinals up 6-3. Atlantic in the front court with Grant Petty. Down inside to Gab McLaren. He'll take it to the rim. God!
Good patience. Good patience.
6-5 Cardinals. They'll bring it to the front court. Roop will walk it across. 4:27 to go first quarter of the Seed Pro scoreboard. Roop drives in, wide open layup. No good, he missed the shot. Jensen rebound, he lost the ball. Picked up by Ryan Wagner, he missed the shot. Jensen gets it back. And a foul called on Cooper Baumgart. Whoa, Trojans dodged a bullet there.
I'll tell you what, that was 2 point-blank layups that did not go through the hole.
So Grant Petty will throw the ball in. Off the bench is Kane Walhausen, the 6-foot sophomore. And Nolan Wagner with 4 of the 6 will come out for Clarinda. Grant Petty to throw it in. Right baseline to Hudson McLaren, back out top to Grant Petty. Over to Jensen. Jensen takes it to the rim. Baseline Hudson McLaren, step back 3. No good long, and the rebound pulled down by Wellhausen. Pass ahead to Baumgart. Over to Roop. Roop takes it left wing. 3-point shot up. 3-point missed. Rebound Atlantic. The try by Warner Schmidt.
Bounce pass.
Here's Hudson down inside to Jensen.
There you go.
Nice play. Takes the lead, 7-6. On the Seed Pro scoreboard. Cardinals to the front. Yes, it was. Pass right side to Wellhausen. Back out top to Roop. Roop went in the lane. Now kick back out to Wellhausen, right wing. 3:28 in the clock in the first quarter. Atlantic up by 1-7-6. Baumgart, deep 3, short. No, it's good. He got the roll.
Just got the roll.
Cooper Baumgart with a triple. 9-7 Clarinda, that big 3. Atlantic at the other end, fires no good. Wellhausen rebound, a Roop on the left wing. He'll take it across the timeline, top of the circle. 9-7 Cardinals, 3 minutes to go, first quarter of the Seed Pro scoreboard. Baumgart high and right. Wellhausen swings it left to Roop. Cooper Roop with the left wing. Give it a go to Baumgart. Layup is no good. Rebound Atlantic. Jensen with it. And a foul call on the Cardinals with 2:52 to go here in this first quarter.
That's 4-1 on fouls. And it just, you can't foul that far away from the bucket.
Atlantic with 4, Cardinals with 1.
But that's 3 bunnies that they've missed too. So
Aiden Johnson comes in, and Nolan Wagner back in. Ryan Wagner is out. Noah Harris comes out for the Cardinals. So the Trojans will inbounds. Hudson will throw it into Gavin McLaren. 2:52 to go first quarter. 9-7 Cardinals on top. So Gavin's going to bring the ball across the timeline. Top of the circle. Bounce pass Terrell. Terrell, right wing Cale Jensen. Inside McLaren. He'll take it to the rim. Layup is good. 9-9.
That's a good no call, too. I mean, he took it strong, but the kid did his best on defense.
Well, McLaren used his physical right there, Roger.
Yeah, oh yeah.
They'll kick it out top. Now in the ball game is Creighton Bird. There's a layup is good by Nolan Wagner. He's got 6.
Yeah, he slashes that bucket pretty good.
11-9, Cardinals by 2. Wagner had a brief break, and he gets back in. He gets the layup. 2:09 to go here in this first quarter. McLaren, top of the circle off the screen, angles right. Bounce pass to Gavin McLaren, top of the circle. He'll swing it right to Cale Jensen. Jensen drives inside, cut off, back to McLaren. 3-point shot in the air, no good. Rebound comes off of Clarinda, out of bounds. Atlantic's ball.
That was a good-looking play. Gavin was standing on the line. There's only going to be 2.
Noah Harris will come back in. So Aiden Johnson is in. Out goes Creighton Bird. Trojans throw it in. Gavin into Jensen. Back out top to Terrell. Back to Cale Jensen. Yet to score. He's averaging about 13 to lead Atlantic. He'll throw it baseline. Ritter for 3. Nope. And the rebound comes off to Aiden Johnson. Baumgart. Right wing, Nolan Wagner. He'll kick it out top. Baseline. Short. Oh, Baumgart was open. They'll wing it left.
He must not like to shoot.
They go inside to Harris. Nolan Wagner, foul called Atlantic, and that's 2.
On Ritter.
Robin Ritter with the foul, and off the bench is Ryan Wagner for Clarinda. And he'll substitute for Baumgart. Baumgart with 5. He's got a 3-point shot. 11-9 Cardinals with the lead. 1:20 to go in the third. Cardinals work the ball on the right wing. Give it a go inside to Harris. Bounce pass down the lane, back to Harris. Layup blocked by Ritter. A foul call on Corbin.
He swatted at it. He had the block, but he kept through and got his arm.
So that puts Noah Harris on the free throw line for Clarinda. Harris, 3 for 4 at the line in this young season. That's 75% free throw shooter. 11-9 Cardinals, free throw good. Harris' second free throw coming up. He made that, didn't he?
Yeah, he made that.
12-9.
Should be 12-9.
But in both. 13-9.
They got it.
There we go. Favor the Cardinals. Back in the front court. Whistle.
That'll put him to the line.
The Trojans fouled there. They'll have 2. Hunter Nelson in the game. He gets to 2 free throws for the Trojans. 13-9. Cardinals with the lead on the Seed Pros scoreboard. 1:04 to go here in this first quarter. Nelson 5 of 6 from the free throw line this season. He missed that first of 2. Second one coming up for Hunter Nelson. Cardinals up 13-9 to the Seed Pros scoreboard. Second free throw by Nelson, good. So Hunter Nelson hits 1 of 2. Here comes the Cardinals down the lane. Layup, good. Kane Wohausen with the 2. And a foul call on the Trojan. He gets the and 1.
And he's right.
15-10. Cardinals by 5 on the
That was a foul.
Scoreboard. 59 seconds to go in this first quarter. Wohausen lobs it up and in. Wohausen with 3. 16-10 Cardinals with the lead. Trojan will throw it in. Cale Jensen will toss it in. Nope. Hudson McLaren takes his spot. Ritter comes out. Gab McLaren's in there with Cale Nelson. Terrell, Hunter Nelson. And Hudson McLaren. Carroll, Hudson there. Nelson drives, baseline McLaren. He'll set up and fire a three. Good! Oh, Gavin with 9.
Well, once he gets his feet set, he's got a good-looking shot.
16-13. Cardinals with the lead in the ball. Driving inside.
Ooh,
bucket
that
up
was a
and
nice
in.
bucket. Gavin, it was great defense.
Aiden Johnson with the bucket for Clarinda, 18-13. Atlantic in the front court. High and left to Hudson McLaren.
Oh.
Into Gavin. Gavin will take it to the rim. Lays it up and no good. Rebound Cardinals. Ryan Wagner. Pass ahead. The shot up and no good by Kane Wellhausen. Rebound McLaren. Gavin on the move. The big guy takes it in. Good! 18-15. Gavin on a roll. And that's it here in the first quarter. We'll take a 60-second timeout. You're listening to high school basketball on KS 95.7. Cardinals 18, Atlantic 15.
When Murphy's Law brings a broken hydraulic hose to your harvest, remember Randy's Garden of Eden, Atlantic Ag and Auto. We make new hydraulic hoses in-house. That means less downtime, more runtime when runtime is at its peak. So don't let the Murphys get you down when you have Atlantic Ag and Auto, your locally owned CarQuest retail store, to keep you running and as happy as an old dog riding shotgun in the combine, as happy as full bins and high yields, as happy as a raccoon in a corn crib, as happy as Grandpa at the auction.
At Greg Young, we don't just sell vehicles, we help you find the perfect one. Our extensive dealership network allows for amazing pricing and better vehicle selection. Plus, get a 5-year complimentary maintenance package with a new or used vehicle purchase, oil changes, tire rotations, and peace of mind on us. That's how Greg Young celebrates 25 years. Visit GregYoungAtlantic.com today.
Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
Limits apply. See dealer for details.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to Atlantic, 18-15 Cardinals, Roger Warren.
I'll tell you what, those watching this at home got to see how that big guy can run. That's why he got where he's at.
Head to
tell you what, he can move.
He can move. Heading to South Dakota State University, and he's had himself a first quarter with 11 points. 4 field goals and a 3-point shot. Hudson McLaren to the front court for Atlantic. Pass over the right side, tipped out by Wellhausen. Atlantic will have it. Nobody was looking. Atlantic got a break there.
Yeah, he got a break there. That was kind of thrown into no man's land.
Hudson McLaren will throw it in. Out top to Terrell. Terrell works the ball right side of Hudson McLaren. Baseline, Hunter Nelson. Back to Hudson McLaren.
There was a cutter.
Driving, pulls up, lays it up. It's no good. The rebound to Clarinda. And they'll work it to the front court. Noah Harris. Out top to Ryan Wagner. Near side to Nolan Wagner. He has 6. Driving, runner, good.
He's pretty good with that runner. You got to be able to talk and cut him off.
20-15 Cardinals. Here Atlantic quickly. Hudson McLaren driving. His runner, no good. Baumgart with a rebound, foul on Hudson McLaren. 20-15, Clarinda with the lead here early second quarter. And the throw in by Clarinda. Nolan Wagner with 8 points. He'll bring it across the timeline. He's averaging 8 on the season, so he's had a good start to the game. Clarinda works to front court. Out top, Nolan Wagner running again. There's a layup. Wild shot, good. Wow.
I tell you what, he does a pretty good job of finding that backboard.
22-15. Cardinals on the Sea Pros scoreboard. Bounce pass to Terrell. Dribble drive baseline. Stops, pops. It is good.
Nice job. Got his shoulder squared and just laid it over.
22-17 Clarinda.
Yeah, that was a travel.
Baumgart. Kicks it out top. Ball poked out of bounds on the drive by Ryan Wagner. Last touch by Wagner. Atlantic gets the ball. Roop will come in.
Nelson came around behind and tapped it off his chest.
Devin Barlow in for the first time for the Cardinals. Cardinals up by 5, 22-17, 6.5 to go. First half of the Sea Pro scoreboard. We'll hear from Atlantic head girls basketball coach Dan Vargas in the half. The Trojans winning 42-33. Hudson McLaren in the ring. Bounce past Grant Petty. He has it poked away. Scooped up. On the move, Baumgart. He'll finish inside. Layup by Wagner. Good. Nolan Wagner again. He's got 12. Timeout called by Noel Franken.
He's killing them.
24-17 Clarinda. We're back right after this.
When you are in need of fuel, trust the company that keeps your home, farm, or business operation running smoothly. Olson Fuel Supply in Atlantic. Locally owned and family operated. Olson Fuel Supply has been delivering to our neighbors and yours for years. Whether it's propane for your home or fuel for your farm or business, Olson Fuel Supply is here for you when you need us. Experience hometown service you can always count on all year long. Olson Fuel Supply, the keep you going company.
At Oak Point Wealth Management, we're embracing new changes to better serve you. As an independent wealth manager, I'm excited to partner with LPL Financial, bringing you comprehensive tools and resources backed by personalized service and dynamic technology. My focus remains on helping you achieve your financial goals with integrity and care. Visit oakpointwealth.com or call me, Erin Friend, at 712-207-3521 to learn more.
Visit oakpointwealth.com. Call 712-207-3521 to learn more about how Oak Point Wealth Management can help you pursue your financial goals.
Atlantic, a proud part of Meredith Communications, KS 95.7.
Welcome back to Atlantic. 24-17 Cardinals with the lead of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Seed Pros by your side to maximize yields. Forward go, your Pioneer Pros, John Becker, Mark Ventager, Gary Dinkler, Nick Knudsen. 6:13 to go in the half. And Clarinda up 24-17. Here comes Hudson McLaren across the half-court line over to Hunter Nelson. Back baseline to Hudson. Inside to Gavin. He'll muscle one up. Good. Well, Gavin McLaren has been a force inside.
Well, I don't see you needing to go anyplace else.
24-19. Cardinals up front with Roop left side. Back out top to Roop. He'll take it left wing. Cardinals in the front court. Nolan Wagner at the top. Nolan with 12 points. He'll fire a deep three. No. Rebound, Hunter Nelson for Atlantic. They're down by 5. Nelson to Hudson McLaren across the timeline. Trojans 0-2. Cardinals 1-2. Skip past Petty, baseline right. Petty spins, baseline, shot off the glass. No good. He's fouled by Barlow. So Grant Petty, the free throw line for Atlantic. He'll have a pair.
Did a good job of keeping him pivoting.
Grant's first free throws of the season. Down by 5, 24-19. Cardinals with the lead. And the free throw is in the air, and it is no good.
And I believe my math is correct. We've missed 4 or 5 free throws. Those will become important.
Excuse me, Roger. Aiden Johnson is in. Free throw by Petty, number 2. In flight. No good. Johnson rebound. Still 24-19. Cardinals. Baumgart. Out to Roop. Top of the circle.
1-2-2.
Back near side of Baumgart. Roop, top of the circle. Swings it left to Ryan Wagner. He'll hold the ball. Now swings it up top to Roop. Now right side, Baumgart. Atlantic rotating in that zone. Roop, Baumgart, baseline. Dumps it inside to Johnson. Stolen away by Sawyer Terrell from Atlantic. He just knocked out of his hands.
Yep. Well, kid turned and Sawyer poked it out.
4:43 to go first half. Cardinals up by 5, 24-19. Gavin on the bounce. Off to Terrell. Over to Grant Petty. Petty to Gavin McLaren. High block. Whip pass left to Hudson McLaren for 3. Good
shot. Good find. They got to be willing to take those shots when they get those kind of passes.
24-21. They called it a 2, I guess. Cardinals up front. Baseline 3. Schmidt missed it. Rebound McLaren. He's fouled. Baumgart with the foul. So they called a 2-point shot, it looks
Did
like.
They? Yeah.
24-21 will scratch out the 3 symbol there. Still a nice shot by Hudson McLaren. 4:09 to play first half. Petty out. Jensen in. Yeah, McLaren, Hudson Nelson. Sawyer Terrell, Hudson McLaren. Gail Nelson. Here comes Hudson walking across the timeline. 24-21. Cardinals, high block Jensen. He'll take it to the rim, lays it up, no good. The rebound comes off to the Cardinals, Nolan Wagner. He has 12. He'll drive left side. Baumgart, wide open down low. Wagner, Ryland, layup, missed the shot. Gavin with the rebound. Warner Schmidt, rather, the shot. Hudson to the front court. Baseline to Cale Jensen. Back out to Hudson McLaren. 3.5 to go in the half. Cale Jensen. Left wing. Loops it off to Hudson McLaren. 3:23 to go in the first half. 12 seconds on the play clock. High post to Gab McLaren. To Cale Jensen. Guarded by Roop at the top of the circle. He'll wing it right side to Hudson McLaren. Down inside. Gavin. Shot up, no. Rebound comes off to Clarinda. Warner Schmidt. Nolan Wagner on the drive. Dumps it low. Baumgart. Followed by Jay. No good. Johnson tips it out for Clarinda. Roop with it. Top of the circle. Aiden Johnson. Left wing. Shot no good by Warner Schmidt. Rebound Cale Jensen for Atlantic. Jensen, top of the circle, drives inside. He'll lay it up and in.
That time he went down in under control, gathered, and made the bucket.
24-23. Atlantic within one. 2.5 to play, second quarter of the Seed Pro scoreboard. Schmidt. Baseline, Nolan Wagner. Schmidt. Back out top, he'll swing to Roop, right baseline. Baumgart, Nolan Wagner. Down inside, Johnson, shot blocked by Jensen. Atlantic has the ball in the front for the lead. Jensen spinning in the paint, lays it up, no good, he draws the foul. Cale Jensen with 4 points. Averaging 13.5 coming in, and he'll shoot free throws. Trojans have struggled at the line. Jensen said he about 62%, or 69.2% rather, 9 of 13 for the free throw line. 2:05 on the clock, 24-23. 1 point lead for Clarinda. Jensen for the tie. In flight, and it is no good. Boy, Atlantic. Free throw's been tough going. Wellhausen comes in. Ryan Wagner is in. Schmidt and Roop come out for Clarinda. Now for the tie with Jensen. His 4 points, averaging 13.5. Free throw in the air, in the net. Trojans now tied at 24. Cardinals to the front court. Near side of Baumgart. Baseline pass to Wellhausen. Back to Baumgart. He'll swing it to Nolan Wagner. Inside Aiden Johnson. Down inside. Baumgart layup. Good. Baumgart with 7. 26-24. Clarinda. Gage Gross is now in. Atlantic in the top. Cale Jensen. Top of the circle. Leaves it off for Hunter Nelson. Back to Cale Jensen beyond the arc. Cale and driving. Lose the ball, and it's going to be taken by Clarinda. Now we've got a whistle. One official calling jump, and that's the case. Arrow favors the Cardinals. 1:28 to go first half of the Seed Pro scoreboard. Clarinda led 18-15 after 1. They've got a 26-24 lead here at the nearing the break. Nolan Wagner will bring it across at a good first half. He's 12. 6 in the first, 6 in the second. They'll wing it to Baumgart. Inside to Johnson. Back to stolen away by Jensen again. Atlantic on the move with numbers. Jensen down the paint, layup up, and it is good. No, it's not. Player control foul, and that's a right call.
I would agree with you.
You tell me if you didn't.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, he got there. He hadn't taken off yet.
26-24, Cardinals by a pair.
It's a good job taking it to the hole, but you got to be aware. You're coming that hard, they know where you're going.
Baumgart out to Wellhausen to go left wing to Nolan Wagner. Wagner inside to Ryan Wagner. Roop shot, no. Rebound Jensen. Jensen's picked it up here. Ooh, got away with a double dribble. Gross back out top. Cale for 3, no good. And Roop with a nice block out. But he lost the handle, Atlantic's ball.
Yep.
Roop got a nice block out on Gavin McLaren, but Trojans get a break, and Gavin will throw it in.
Boxed him out. Gavin let him have it. He was so excited to get it that he couldn't hang on to it.
Might have been surprised. Gavin threw it in. Into Jensen, too hard off his hands. Here's the pass, head to Nolan Wagner. He'll take it to the rim, lays it in. 14 for Nolan Wagner, 28-24 Clarinda. It's too easy for the Cardinals there. Here come the Trojans. Gage Gross, top of the circle, 33 seconds to go. 30 seconds to go in the half. Gross dribbling way out top, high and left. Gross still dribbling the ball. Trying to look for some motion. Gross guarded closely.
Yeah, I never could.
17 seconds to go. Now Gross breaks right. Foul on Roop. Boy, Gage was dribbling forever there.
Well, yeah, I don't know how long ago it's been that they changed that rule to where if you're dribbling, you don't get a 5-second count.
Barlow comes out. Baumgart comes out.
Yeah, I don't necessarily agree with that. I mean, I know the colleges have had it for 2 or 3 years.
Yeah. Cale Jensen threw it in. 10 seconds to go in the half. Into Nelson. 9 seconds. Jensen drives at 8. Leaves it off for Hudson McLaren at 6. Fires the ball at 3. No good. Johnson with it. 2 seconds. Oh, a foul call on Gavin McLaren late. That's just 3 on Atlantic, but
that's his first
foul on Gavin. Cardinals will have it with 2 seconds to go. They'll throw it in for the far side, up by 4, 28-24 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Baumgart in. Warner Schmidt comes in. Out goes Johnson and Roop for Clarinda. The throw in by Ryan Wagner for the far side. Now Nolan, he'll launch a deep 3 at the buzzer, no good, and we go to half. 28-24. Cardinals with the lead here at halftime. Our guest coming up will be Atlantic head girls basketball coach Dan Vargas, and we'll talk to Coach right after this. Our halftime show brought to you by Olson's BP, your home for the great Godfather's Pizza.
When you are in need of fuel, trust the company that keeps your home, farm, or business operation running smoothly. Olson Fuel Supply in Atlantic, locally owned and family operated. Olson Fuel Supply has been delivering to our neighbors and yours for years. Whether it's propane for your home or fuel for your farm or business, Olson Fuel Supply is here for you when you need us. Experience hometown service you can always count on all year long. Olson Fuel Supply, the keep you going company.
Back to Atlantic to halftime at 28-24. Cardinals with the lead here on the boys game, and we're joined by Atlantic head coach Dan Vargas, and you opened up a big lead, Coach, 18 at one point. Cardinals able to get a 9-0 run to the end, but your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I thought the first 24 minutes we looked really good. Last 4 a little bit sloppy. But, we haven't really worked a lot of that late game. We haven't had a late game lead. So, it's a good opportunity for us to practice that type of stuff and see what it looked like. They hit some shots. We missed some free throws, missed some bunnies, things like that. So it was a really good opportunity to work that. But, credit to our girls for staying calm through that. We did some really good things as well. But tonight defensively, we did a really nice job. We held it. I think they're averaging 55 points a game, and we held them to 30-something. So, really happy the way that we defended. And we held them to 8 in the first half. But we went into the locker room and we talked about there was a team that was held to 8 points and won last week. So, that was us. So we had to finish the game out, and we did.
What was the key defensively, Coach?
Well, it was just effort. Katrina and Bren did a really nice job in the paint. They have 2 players that a forward and a center that do a really nice job with Wagner and Wellhausen. And Wagner never really got too comfortable. She can score from pretty much anywhere on the floor. She's not really shooting the 3-ball well early on this season. She was 0 of 7 coming into the game. So, the game plan was kind of take that away on the inside. And Wellhausen's really good at getting rebounds and putbacks. So, again, take that away from her. And then they transition really well. So take the transition game away, make them play in the half court, shoot the 3-ball. They're shooting 20% from the 3-point line. And the game plan worked out for us tonight.
And you got off to a pretty good start. I know it was kind of a low-scoring first quarter, but you really got off to a good start, especially defensively.
Yeah, that's what, this season we're really focusing on the defensive side. We've been talking about that a lot more this year, is playing better defense. And then the offense will come around. And, first quarter was really ugly. It was 6-4. Second quarter, a little bit better. We're a little bit more aggressive getting to the paint. And that's what we want to do. They had the height advantage.
advantage inside, but we wanted to drive and get to the rim. And again, early execution wasn't exactly there. But second quarter, after we felt it out a little bit more, it looked a little bit better.
What about rebounding? Talk about the rebound.
Yeah, I was not really happy tonight with the way we rebounded. They got way too many looks, and if they put those in early, the game looks a little bit different. So we talked about at halftime, it's about intensity and effort. It's not all about size and technique. It's about wanting the ball, and that was something that we cleaned up a little bit more in the second half. They still had a couple too many offensive rebounds, but I thought we did a better job in the second half of limiting second chance opportunities.
Coach, who else were you impressed with in the ball game?
Well, tonight we got McKenna Schrader going a little bit more, and her decision-making tonight was much improved. She made some great passes, some easy dump-offs, and she got some shots to fall a little bit more tonight. And she wasn't getting garbage foul calls that put her on the bench, so that helps when you're allowed to play basketball a little bit more. I thought the crew did a pretty good job tonight, so that helped a lot. But she made some aggressive takes, got some easy feel dump-offs, and then, like I said, she got to the line a little bit more, too. So all those things were a little bit better. Zoe looked a little bit more smooth tonight, and she had their best defender on ball on her all night. So, but it was spread out. That was the part that I really liked. But defensively, Bryn and Katrina just did a great job because they're top two leading scorers. Wagner scored a third of her points from the free throw line, and then just when they tried to target everything through her. So if they're going to run everything through her and she gets 20, that's fine. If she has 20, they're 30, no big deal. So I thought defensively, Bryn and Katrina did a really nice job.
Creston on the Friday night, Ottawa Valley on Saturday. Now as you move towards a Creston game, what do you want to see from your team?
Again, continued growth on the offensive side. Defensively, we're playing really good, so we want to stay consistent on that. But offensively, 40 points a game is fine, but we want to get into the 50s and start to score a little bit more smoothly. Right now, it looks like we're a little bit forced on offense. It's not there. So as a coaching staff, obviously, we got to get them a little bit more comfortable positions so the ball starts to go through the net a little bit better.
When you play defense like you do, you really don't need to score that much.
That's true, but these games that get more comfortable than they need to be. Sometimes I feel like we're watching Iowa football when we're playing basketball. We're out there. Next thing we're gonna do is punt the ball. So, I'd really like to see the offense just be a little bit more effective. And then the free throw line tonight, we were 5 of 10. We shot just around 60% against Glenwood, 50 tonight. That's not something we want to do. We want to be over 65 to 70%. We have high expectations. That leads the state for the record. We're currently leading the Hawkeye 10, but that's not good enough for our expectations, and that's something we work in practice. So that's something we're going to spend some more time on this week in practice as well.
Well, Coach, congrats on the win. 2 straight. Creston coming to town on Friday night.
Sounds good. Thank you, Tom.
Dan Vargason, head coach of the Atlantic Trojans. The girls winning 42-33 in game number 1 tonight. That's 2 straight for Atlantic, and they're 3-2 now on the season. Our halftime show brought to you by Olson's BP, your home for the great Godfather's Pizza.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
KS 95.7 and live stream WesternIowaToday.com.
Welcome back to Atlantic halftime. Cardinals leading 28-24 in the boys game. As we take a look at the scoring, we'll start with the visiting team, Clarinda. Nolan Wagner with 14 points, had 6 in the first quarter, and he has 8 in the second quarter, 14 for Wagner. Cooper Baumgart with 7. He's got a 1 3-point shot. Noah Harris 2 for 3 from the line. He's got a pair. Kane Wellhausen off the bench with 3, and Aiden Johnson with the 2 points. 28-24 in favor of the Cardinals. And for Atlantic, take a look here at the scoring. Gab McLaren had a really good first half.
Yeah, really good first quarter.
First quarter with 11 points. He has 13 for the game so far. Cale Jensen with 5. Hudson McLaren with 3 points. Sawyer Terrell with 2, and Hunter Nelson with 1 here at the halftime break. Well, your thoughts on the second half?
Well, I'll tell you what, they switched to that zone, which kept them out of the middle. They had 1 bucket after that, and seemed to work pretty well, taking perimeter shots. They just got to be able to finish. The Trojans will get to the free throw line, but as we talked about it, we've got 6 missed free throws. You make half of those, and it's only a 1-point game. You make them all, and you're up by 2. So it's, keep playing good defense. And I'd have to say, drop the ball down to the big guy a couple more times and just let him work down there. If he doesn't have a shot, kick it out. We've got a couple of threes that have went in. But it's going to go down to the wire.
No doubt about it. 28-24. We got a good one here in the boys. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. So we're back right after these.
Genetics.
When you are in need of fuel, trust a company that keeps your home, farm, or business operation running smoothly. Olson Fuel Supply in Atlantic. Locally owned and family operated. Olson Fuel Supply has been delivering to our neighbors and yours for years. Whether it's propane for your home or fuel for your farm or business, Olson Fuel Supply is here for you when you need us. Experience hometown service you can always count on all year long. Olson Fuel Supply, the keep you going company.
If authentic Mexican food is what you're craving, then come on into Rancho Grande in Atlantic. We're more than just tacos and margaritas, but we do make the best of both. We have appetizers, beef, chicken, seafood dishes, and desserts. Mixed drinks, wine, imported and domestic beers are on the menu too. Dine in or relax on the patio with family, friends, date night, or a quick stop before or after the game. Open 7 days a week. You'll be able to fill in your cravings of authentic Mexican food at Rancho Grande in Atlantic.
Basketball on KS 95.7 and live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to Atlantic at halftime. 28-24. Again, Nolan Wagner leads the Cardinals in all scores with 14. And for Atlantic, Gavin McLaren has 13 points in the first quarter alone. He had 11, and he has 13 here for the game so far. What are you most impressed with here?
Well, I'll tell you, I mean, both teams are battling, and it's just it's early season. They just got to get their feet underneath them and get a flow to it. I think, both teams are trying to be aggressive, and, as far as the fouls and things like that, it's been called pretty well. It's going to get a little more physical as the game goes on, just because it's got to. So, like I said, just take a little more time on offense, drop it down in there, keep moving the basketball.
Halftime brought to you by Olson's BP, your home for the great Godfather's Pizza, and it is good. Atlantic will come out with Grant Petty, Gavin McLaren, Hudson McLaren, Sawyer Terrell, and Cale Jensen. When it's still huddling up around their coach here, and they'll be coming out here in a moment. Atlantic will start with the basketball. Cardinals at 18-15 after 1. Clarinda scored 10 in the second quarter, Atlantic 9. And they lead 28-24 as we start the second half. Big thanks to Dan Vargas, head coach of Atlantic Girls, for joining us. The Trojans won 2 straight now. They won last Friday over Glenwood, then to come behind a fair. They were down 21-10 and won it. And here they beat the Cardinals 42-33. Inbounds to Gavin McLaren, and we're underway here in this third quarter. Pass to Hudson McLaren, left wing. Hudson looked outside. Now into McGavin, knocked away by Noah Harris. Hudson gets it back. Pass to Gavin McLaren. He dives for it. Ball loose, picked up by the Cardinals.
That was a scrub.
To Johnson, he runs right at McLaren, stolen by Terrell, coast to coast, layup up, and is no good. The rebound pulled down by Ryan Wagner for Clarinda. Schmidt ahead to Baumgart. Just underway third quarter. Cardinals with the ball in the front court.
Those layups you got to have, especially when you get a chance like that.
Warren Schmidt, baseline Nolan Wagner with 14. They'll switch to Baumgart, high and left. Atlantic in a zone, Roger, one.
Yep. That's what they finished the quarter with.
Schmidt inside to Ryan Wagner, stolen away by Hudson McLaren. Here come the Trojans. Hudson top of the circle. Pulls up, leaves it off right baseline to Sawyer Tail and to Cale Jensen. Against Baumgart, takes it across to Grant Petty. He's wide open, three-point shot. Good!
Hey, good look, good patience.
Grant Petty, what a way to start the second half.
You got to be willing to take those too.
He was wide open and knocked it down. Atlantic down by 1, 28-27 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Baumgart Baseline to Ryan Wagner. Johnson. Baumgart driving. Reverse layup. No good. Rebound inside. Harris missed the shot. And the board comes off to Ryan Wagner. He gets the 2. 30-27 Cardinals. Cale Jensen on the dribble across the timeline. Just underway third quarter. Jensen, he's got it open. He'll take it right baseline. Terrell for 3. Got!
Good shot.
Sawyer Terrell knocks down the triple. And we're tied at 30-30. Cardinals to the front. 6 minutes to go. Third quarter. The Seed Pro scoreboard. Schmidt.
Good double team.
Left. He'll take the ball back. Atlantic rotating in that 2-3 zone. 2-1-2 zone.
Yep.
Left wing, Ryan Wagner for 3. Got a big 3 by Wagner. He's got 5 in third quarter, 33-30. Cardinals with the lead. Hudson McLaren down the block. His layup is knocked out of his hands. And a foul called on Clarinda.
He did a good job of defense till he reached on him.
So Hudson McLaren the free throw line. He'll have a pair. He's 1 for 4. 3 points for Hudson McLaren here in the ball game. Free throw by Hudson is good. 33-31. Cardinals by a pair. Hudson McLaren second free throw. In the air, and it's good. 33-32. Hudson makes them both. Atlantic within 1. Cardinals the front court. Off top, Baumgart. Nolan Wagner right wing. Ryan Wagner left side to Warner Schmidt. Baseline of Baumgart. Atlantic rotating in that 2-1-2 zone. Out to Nolan Wagner. The elbow. They'll go left side. Baumgart for 3. Missed a shot. Gab McLaren with the board for Atlantic. Trojan can take the lead in this possession. Ahead to Cale Jensen. Jensen brings it back out top to Hudson McLaren. 5 minutes left third quarter. 33-32 Cardinals. Trojan with the ball. They can take the lead here. Hudson McLaren backs up near the ring.
He got time.
15 seconds on the play clock. They certainly do. Hudson McLaren, top of the circle. Leaves it off for Jensen. Jensen way beyond the arc at the top. He'll go to Petty. Grant Petty takes it to the rim. Runner off the glass. No good. He had to get rid of it. The play clock was winding down.
Yep.
Rebound Schmidt. Nolan Wagner pulls up down low. Gets it into Johnson. Or Baumgart layup good. Baumgart with 9. Cardinals up 35-32. Petty for 3. Yes!
Got it.
35-35. Graham with 2 threes. Here in this third quarter, we're tied with 4:07 to play third. Nolan Wagner inside. Shot by Harris, can't get it. Rebound. Sawyer Terrell Atlantic can take the lead. Baseline Jensen, he'll take it to the rim. Reverse layup up and good. Foul call. He gets the end one.
Nice looking reverse layup.
Trojans lead 37-35. And Jensen driving that right baseline had a nice wraparound and drew the foul and got the bucket to go in. So Cale Jensen will shoot 1.
I believe this is the first Trojan lead.
It is. Atlantic has not led until now, you're right. Oh no, they led 2-0 early.
Correct.
Missed the free throw. Rebound Clarinda, they'll bring it to front. 3:49 to play third quarter. 37-35 Atlantic. Barlow in the game, high and right. Over to Nolan Wagner. Go baseline to Roop. Roop down inside to Johnson. To back out top, Nolan Wagner. Left side, Wellhausen. He'll fire a high arcing 3. Missed it. Rebound knocked out by the Trojans. So the Cardinals will toss it in on the right side of the bucket. With 3:30 to go in the third quarter. 37-35 Atlantic by a pair of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Cooper Roop will throw it in for the baseline. Lobs into Johnson. McLaren fights for it. Gets the ball. Coast to coast. Layup is good. Gavin McLaren puts Atlantic up 39-35. On the Seed Pros. Cardinals in the front court. Baseline to Barlow. Inside to Johnson. He'll muscle one across to Wagner. Layup blocked by Petty. Rebound is fought for and a jump ball is called. Cardinals have the arrow. Cardinals have Roop and Barlow in there. Nolan Wagner.
Black ball.
Wellhausen and Johnson. And it's going to be Roop to throw it in with 3:10 to go in the third quarter. 4-point lead for Atlantic on the Save Pros scoreboard. Into Johnson, layup up, no. Rebound tip to Petty. Here comes Atlantic.
Oh, those are the ones I want to see.
He'll take it inside. Out to Jensen, driving baseline. Layup is no good. Rebound Jensen, putback is no good. And Barlow with the rebound for Clarinda. Under 3 to play, third quarter. Barlow high and left. Baseline Nolan, and Wagner spinning, lose the ball. Picked up by Barlow. He rolls to his back, but timeout called by the Cardinals in time.
Yep.
We'll take it with him. 30-second timeout. 2:45 to play in the third. Atlantic 39, Clarinda 35.
First Windy Bank is the longest standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Windy Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
To Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to Atlantic. 2:45 to go in the third quarter. 4-point lead for the Trojans, 39-35. Warner Smith will throw it in for Clarinda along the baseline, right side of the basket. Looking for Cutter. Now he'll kick it out to Nolan Wagner at the top of the circle. Baseline driving. Ryan Wagner back to Nolan Wagner. He'll kick it out top to Baumgart. Right side to Roop. Roop back out top to Ryan Wagner. He'll toss up a three short. Rebound inside Wellhausen. We've got another jump ball. Trojans have the arrow. They'll get the ball with 2:29 to go in the third. Or check that, Roger.
Nope, he got somebody for a hold. And when you get those kind of jump balls in there, it's a tough one. Foul. I know from officiating.
Foul called on Gavin McLaren, his second. Into Wagner for three. No, and Gavin McLaren with a rebound. And he's got bodies all over. Foul called, I believe, on Ryan Wagner of Clarinda. That'll be the third on the Cardinals. So now we're at 2:24 to go here in this third quarter.
Your player.
39-35.
I'll guarantee it, from an officiating standpoint, you don't put up with anything from any player on the bench.
So a technical foul called on Clarinda, so Atlantic has a chance to extend their 4-point lead here with 2 free throws on the technical foul. And they'll have the ball out of bounds. And Hudson McLaren will shoot it. Hudson, free throw, no good. In his last 2, Hudson with 5 points. Second free throw, money. Atlantic now up 40-35. And they'll have the ball out of bounds on the far sideline with 2:24 to go in the fourth quarter. And the senior, Hudson McLaren, will throw it in. They'll take the ball, will slap to Gavin McLaren. Back out to Hudson. Trojans set it up. 2:20 on the clock in the third. Bounce pass to Terrell, high and left. He'll swing it right to Petty. Petty behind the arc right, baseline. Hudson McLaren, back to Petty, top of the circle. Petty driving, spinning, in the paint, puts his head down, shot up and blocked. Gets his own rebound, put back is no good. Ball pulled down by Roop.
Good hustle, stay with it.
Cardinals on the move, the front court. Over to Nolan Wagner, baseline. Baumgart, Wagner, Roop. He'll swing it left. Ryan Wagner with it directing traffic. Motion by the Cardinals, back out top to Roop. Roop right side of Nolan Wagner. He'll take it to the rim, spinning. Now back out top to Baumgart. He'll take it to the rack and a whistle. We got a foul call on the floor on Hudson McLaren. That's 3 on Atlantic, 3 on Clarinda here in the third quarter, 1:40 to go.
I'll tell you what, Trojan had a couple trips down and they've come up empty. Otherwise, they could have stretched this lead a little bit.
So Cooper Roop will throw it in for the baseline right side of the basket. Gets a cutter, fires to Nolan Wagner. He's been held in check in the third. Out top to Wellhausen, layup is good. Wellhausen got a couple of steps, but he got it.
He danced a little bit.
40-37 Atlantic with the lead of the ball. Driving
All the way to the
Jensen,
hole.
layup up, no. Gab McLaren rebounds, and a jump ball is called.
Yeah.
40-37, Trojan by 3.
Trojan ball.
1:21 to go. They should have it, the arrow.
Oh, Gavin about took the player up with him.
Warner will check in. Warner Schmidt. And out comes Nolan Wagner for a break. And Wagner, who had 14 points the first half, has been held scoreless in the third. 1:21 on the clock. 40-37. Trojans by 3 on the ball. They'll inbounds the baseline. Hudson McLaren. Bounce pass to Jensen on the low block. Back out top to Gavin. The baseline, Hudson McLaren. Hudson on the dribble. Run by Roop. Back to Gavin. He'll take it to the rim. Spinning, shooting, no. Rebound Jensen. And he's fouled. That's foul number 5 on Clarinda. So now Jensen, the free throw line, to shoot a pair.
Yeah, he went down a little awkward.
Wellhausen, the sophomore, is down as they were really scrambling for the ball. And he's up and at him. Coming off the floor. 1:07 to play, third quarter. Aiden Johnson will check in for Clarinda. We're just kind of milling around out there. We don't have a timeout, do we?
No.
Well, so should be Atlantic's ball.
Atlantic's ball.
It's a foul, so Atlantic will be shooting 2 free throws. No, they just have 4 on the board. Yeah, they just have 4 on the board.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a throw-in by Cale Jensen, far side. 40-37 Atlantic by 3. 1:07 to play in the third quarter, the Seed Pro scoreboard. And the throw-in by Jensen. Baumgart contesting. Here it is out top to Corbin Ritter now in the game for Atlantic. Cale Jensen takes it to the rim, lays it up and in.
Good control. He backed him down under control.
42-37 Atlantic. Cardinals with the ball. 50 seconds to go in the third quarter of the Seed Pro scoreboard. Roop high and right out top. Harris, baseline. Ryan Wagner for 3. No good. Rebound pulled out by Baumgarten and Hudson McLaren. There's a scramble for it. Another jump ball.
Yep.
Cardinals will have it. Both teams are really playing their hearts out, aren't they?
They are.
Nolan Wagner in for Clarinda. Warner Schmidt comes out for the Cardinals. 37 seconds to go in the third quarter. And the throw-in to Nolan Wagner. Outside to Harris, baseline. Wagner out top to Roop. That's for Ryan Wagner inside. Roop lose the ball. Picked up by Jensen. Turnover Clarinda.
Last shot.
20 seconds to go in the third.
Unless you get a layup when you're coming down.
42-37 Atlantic by 5. 16 seconds to go. 14 in the third. 13, 12, 11, 10 seconds to go in the third quarter. Atlantic up by 5. Baseline inside of McLaren. Layup is no good. Rebound Clarinda. Cardinals have it with 1 second, and that's no
and
shot.
He traveled.
Going to get away, and that's going to be it here in the third quarter. A wild one. 42-37. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. We're back after these.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors.
If authentic Mexican food is what you're craving, then come on into Rancho Grande in Atlantic. We're more than just tacos and margaritas, but we do make the best of both. We have appetizers, beef, chicken, seafood dishes, and desserts. Mixed drinks, wine, imported and domestic beers are on the menu too. Dine in or relax on the patio with family, friends, date night, or a quick stop before or after the game. Open 7 days a week. You'll be able to fill in your cravings of authentic Mexican food at Rancho Grande in Atlantic.
Back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to Atlantic. 42-37 Trojans on top. Cardinals scored 28 in that first quarter, or first half, I should say. Atlantic with it. Gab McLaren will toss it in. 5-point lead for the Trojans. Bounce pass into Hudson McLaren. He'll walk it across the half-court line, picked up by Roop at the top of the circle. Gab McLaren high block. He'll take it to the rim, and he lobs up, no good. Rebound, Jensen. A player control foul on Gavin McLaren.
Yeah, a little late, but it was.
So the ball belonged to Clarinda. 42-37 Atlantic. Trojans scored 18 in that quarter. Cardinals scored 9. Atlantic good on the defensive end, playing a zone.
They've been staying in that zone.
Out top to Ryan Wagner, left side to Nolan Wagner inside the low block. Nolan Wagner back out top to Ryan Wagner. Over to Baumgart. He'll dump it over to Nolan Wagner, left wing. He'll drive it inside. Dumps it low to Johnson. Layup good. Aiden Johnson with the bucket. He has 4. And the Trojans have the ball. 42-39 the score. Atlantic with the basketball early fourth quarter. Gab McLaren over to Corbin Ritter. Baseline to Cale Jensen. Jensen lobs across to Hudson McLaren. Wide open three-point shot. No good. Rebound, and we got a whistle and a foul. Called on Cale Jensen on the rebound, I believe.
No, I think he's got it on black.
I'm going to see.
He was holding Cale.
Yep, you're right, Roger. Good eye. It's on Clarinda, so Atlantic has the ball. 42-39, 6:59 to play in the game. Clarinda fans don't agree. In comes Warren Schmidt. Warner Schmidt will come in, and Baumgart comes out. He has 4 fouls. Baumgart averaging 8.67 coming in. Inbounds to Terrell. Pulls up inside to Jensen. Double teamed. He's going to wrap around. Layup good.
Yeah, they could have got him for a wraparound.
Atlantic up 44-39. Cardinals the front court. Roop. Ryan Wagner. Over to Warner Schmidt. Baseline to Nolan Wagner. Back to Schmidt. He'll swing it left. Cooper Roop with it left wing. Baseline. Ryan Wagner into Johnson, back to Roop. Roop driving, stolen away by Terrell. He'll go coast to coast. He'll lay it up good.
That one he made sure of.
46-39 Atlantic. Timeout called by the Cardinals. And we'll take it with them. We're back after this.
Looking for the place to party in Atlantic? It's the Super Bowl, your party headquarters for birthdays, family outings, date nights, and more. Feeling competitive? Challenge your crew to a few games and see who's king of the lanes. Don't miss Glow Bowling every Friday and Saturday night. Lights, music, and nonstop fun. Ready to roll? Call Dan at 243-4656 to book your lanes today. The Super Bowl in Atlantic, where good times roll.
Looking for a great gift for the sports fan on your list? Visit Outfitters Plus Outlet Store in Atlantic. Covering all area schools, Outfitters has the gift of gear that's perfect. And bonus, order by the 13th and you can personalize those gifts. Sweatshirts, tees, blankets, fleece, hats, and more. Hundreds of ideas complete with your school logo. Or has your athlete reached that milestone? A letter jacket is a great gift for under the tree. So check your list, bring it to Outfitters Plus Outlet Store in Atlantic, and have a perfectly personalized Christmas.
Back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to Atlantic. 46-39. Trojans with the lead. Cardinals with the ball after timeout, and a wild one here in the second half.
Absolutely. I just turn over the key right now.
Nolan Wagner. They'll go baseline to Roop. Back out top. Warner Schmidt. Ryan Wagner, baseline to Nolan Wagner, inside to Aiden Johnson.
Straight
Johnson
up.
double team, gets it out to Nolan Wagner. Ryan Wagner right side of Roop against that zone defense by Atlantic. Schmidt, Roop, 14 in the play clock. Long possession by the Cardinals. Nolan Wagner back out to Roop.
Good job.
Roop left wing, Ryan Wagner for three. Get it out, no good. The rebound pulled down by Harris. The putback is in, but did it count?
No, it did not. He was, K.L. Jensen was about to have his arm ripped off because he was over the back.
So it's not a shooting foul, and the ball went in, but he's fouled ahead of time, and Roop will throw it in for the baseline. Out to Harris. Noah Harris now baseline to Roop. 3-point shot at the top, and it is good. Big shot.
Barely rolled in.
Warner Smith gets a big three. 46-42 Atlantic. Trojans in the front court. Warner Smith with a triple. Back out to Gavin McLaren. Bounce pass to Cale Jensen. 5:25 to go in the game. Left side of Hudson McLaren into Gavin. Gavin will take it to the rim. Layup. Good! And he's fouled. He gets the end one. What a game for Gavin McLaren.
Well, that time he got his shoulder square, had the guy on his hip, and finished the bucket.
48.
Looking at the bucket.
48-42 Atlantic. Gavin McLaren at the free throw line. And it's good. 49-42 Atlantic back up by 7 on the Save Pro scoreboard. 5:19 to play. Pass right side of Nolan Wagner. Out to Schmidt for three. He's feeling it, and he knocked down another one. Warner Schmidt with another three. 49-45 Atlantic with the lead. Warner Schmidt keeping the Cardinals in this thing.
Oh, yeah.
Under 5 to play. Hudson McLaren out top. Warner Schmidt with back-to-back threes. Hudson bounce pass to Terrell. Goes baseline to Jensen. And off the toe of Noah Harris. Gavin McLaren, off of Atlantic.
I don't think he touched anybody.
Gavin McLaren with 1, 6, 8, 14, 17 for Gavin McLaren to lead all scores.
Now you got to identify.
Trojan that zone defense. Cardinals the front court. 4:36 to play. Atlantic up 49-45 on the Save Pro scoreboard. Baseline to Roop. They want to get the hands of Schmidt. He's hot. Ryan Wagner to Roop. Back out top to Schmidt. Warner Schmidt back right side to Nolan Wagner. Baseline pass goes to Ryan Wagner. Schmidt wants the ball. Roop, he'll fire a three. Good. Roop with his first points of the game. And it's a 49-48 Atlantic lead. Front court, Trojans up by 1, 4 minutes left. Hudson into Cale Jensen, good position, low block. Left wing, Ritter, 4-3, good!
He was standing out there waiting for it. That's a good stroke.
That was huge with 3:49 to go.
That was huge.
52-48 Atlantic.
Double.
Cardinals into Wagner, Nolan Wagner with a 2. Nolan Wagner has a good night as well. And we got a timeout called by Atlantic head coach Dalton Franken. 3:40 to play. Atlantic by 2. 52-50. We're back in a minute.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
Looking for the place to party in Atlantic? It's the Super Bowl, your party headquarters for birthdays, family outings, date nights, and more. Feeling competitive? Challenge your crew to a few games and see who's king of the lanes. Don't miss Glow Bowling every Friday and Saturday night. Lights, music, and nonstop fun. Ready to roll? Call Dan at 243-4656 to book your lanes today. The Super Bowl in Atlantic, where good times roll.
Welcome back to Atlantic. What a game we've got here, 52-50. A 2-point lead for the Trojans, and they'll have the basketball. We owe you a station identification.
Is KSWI Atlantic, a proud part of Meredith Communications. KS 95.7.
Atlantic with the basketball in the backcourt. Hudson McLaren clears the half-court line. 2-point lead for the Trojans, 52-53.5 to play on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Corbin Ritter right baseline to Sawyer Terrell. Carroll on the drive, loops it wide open. Hudson McLaren, baseline triple. Good! Oh, man!
Way to set your feet and make it.
3:17 to go, and Hudson McLaren puts Atlantic up by 5, 55-50. Cardinals in the front court. Out top to Nolan Wagner. Baseline, Baumgart. He's playing with 4 fouls. Schmidt, baseline, 3. God! Cardinals hit a triple.
Back and forth.
Wagner with his second 3. 55-52. Trojans with the ball in the front court. A 3-point lead on the Seed Pro scoreboard. 2:45 to play. Bounce pass out to Ritter. Ritter driving to Cale Jensen. He'll take it in, and he's fouled. Cale Jensen will shoot a pair. Big free throws coming up here, Roger Warren.
I know Ritter, it looked a little awkward, but I don't think he traveled.
So Cale Jensen will shoot 2. He's 0 for 3 for the line here tonight. Cale with, check that, he made 1 free throw, excuse me. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. He's got 11 points. He's got 13 points, now 14. So he's over his average, have 13.5 coming in. 56-52, Atlantic with the lead. Gab McLaren with 17. Cale Jensen eyes the rim, trying to make a 2-possession game with 2:39 to play, and it's up and no good. Rebound, Baumgart, he lost the ball out of bounds. Atlantic gets a break. Trojans have the ball with 2:36 left. A 3-point lead for the Trojans, and they'll throw it in. Gab McLaren will trigger for Atlantic. Jensen takes the inbounds. Beyond the arc right, out top, Hudson McLaren. Bounces it. Free throw line, gives it up, out to Jensen, 2:28 to play. Jensen will drive it in, and he runs right in. Player control foul on Jensen. Ryan Wagner took it. And that one stung him a little bit, but what a tough kid.
Yeah.
Cardinals get the ball back.
I remember those days.
You were the one that delivered the punishment as baseline drives, Roger. I remember. Jens Johnson with it out top. Left side. Baumgart. Wagner. Schmidt. Looks for Cutter. All motion by the Cardinals. 3 for Baumgart. Missed the shot. Rebound Grant Petty for Atlantic. 2 minutes to play. Trojans up 56-53.
Well, they made a trip.
Hudson McLaren inside the block, spinning, shot no, and a foul called on Warner Schmidt.
That last trip down, they switched to a man-to-man. Which then you had to change your offensive philosophy, so
Hudson, who has been at the line a lot tonight, will shoot 2.
Well, Atlantic will be in the bonus from here on out also.
9 for Hudson, missed the front end. 1:54 to go. The 5th foul coming up for Clarinda, you're right. Wellhausen in and Noah Harris out. Second free throw coming up for Hudson McLaren. Trying to make it a 4-point lead for Atlantic. His free throw is good. Big free throw. 57-53 Trojans. Cardinals have the ball in the front court. Cutting is Wellhausen. Back out top. Baumgart to the rim. Lays it up. No. Rebound. Cale Jensen, Atlantic. 1:38 to play. 4-point lead for the Trojans. 57-53. Out top to Hudson McLaren. Guarded by Baumgart, and a foul called on Baumgart. That's 5 on Clarinda. Does Baumgart have 5 fouls?
No. That's shooting.
That's 5 on Baumgart. He's out.
Oh.
So McLaren will shoot a pair. And Cooper Roop will check in for Baumgart, who was retired for the night, and he finishes with 9 points. Atlantic will have a pair here. Hudson McLaren back to the line. Free throw is no good. Second free throw coming up. Atlantic by 4, trying to make it 5. 1:28 to play. Free throw is in flight, and it is good. 58-53 Trojans. 1:25 to play. Cardinals in front. Nolan Wagner. Out top to Schmidt, left side to Roop. Atlantic in a man. Ryan Wagner on the bounce, left side to Roop. He'll take it to the free throw line. Driving in, jump stop, layup, no. Rebound,
Good
Petty for
block.
Atlantic. Petty on the move, and he almost has it stripped, and it's stolen away by Wellhausen. Carlos on the move. Roop to the rim, lays it up and in. Big steal with Roop with the steal of the bucket. It's 58-55, and we got a timeout called, and we'll take it with them. We're back right after this.
Stein delivers more new genetics faster. Our focus on delivering higher yielding genetics faster than the competition is why we have released more new Enlist E3 lines in the past 5 years than any other seed company. For elite genetics paired with simple, flexible, and effective weed control, plant Stein Enlist E3 soybeans. Stein has yield. 45 years of yield. Learn more at steinseed.com.
Have you ever heard the saying, people spend their life building wealth and neglecting their health, only to wish they could trade their wealth for better health at the end? This is Dr. Fritz Beyer, and it has now been over 30 years since my first chiropractic adjustment. I still get asked, do you get adjusted? Absolutely. I try to get adjusted at least once a month. I'm 47 now and still try to stay as active as ever. While I do get a few more aches and pains than when I was younger, it feels great to be able to step on the mat and help kids learning to wrestle. Chiropractic has helped me feel young enough to do it. If staying active is part of your future plans, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
Welcome back to Atlantic, 58-55. Trojans by 3 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Gab McLaren will throw it in for the Trojans. Atlantic by 3. Under a minute to go. Into Petty. Petty, front court dribble. And the ball is stripped away. Nolan Wagner with a steal out to Roop. Under 50 to go. 48 seconds to play. 3 ball in the air. No good. Rebound comes off to Jensen and fouls everywhere with the Cardinals. Boy, oh boy. Now Cale Jensen the free throw line.
Well,
my score sheet.
I always say, you make your free throws on a tight game like this.
Here we are.
It's an easy game.
Cale Jensen will shoot a pair. Atlantic up 58-55, and at least one free throw to make it a 2-possession game. Cale Jensen eyes the rim, spins it up, and it is good.
Yeah, he did that the hard way.
He did. That hit the front iron, had some English on it, went in. 59-55, Atlantic with the lead on the Seed Pros scoreboard, 43 seconds to play. Jensen, second free throw. It's in the air, and it's good. 60-55, Atlantic with the lead. Cardinals the front court. Driving, Wagner, Nolan Wagner, layup good. 60-57. Trojans lead is 3. Front court, Gab McLaren, he's fouled, and he'll go the free throw line. It's Devin Barlow called for the foul. Or checked that. That'd be Wellhausen. Yeah, that's Wellhausen. It's his third. So Gab will shoot a pair. First one's up and good.
Like you said, that makes that 2-possession.
18 for McLaren. 61-57. As you mentioned, Roger, a 2-possession game. Free throw number 2 is missed. And the rebound run down by Roop. We got a whistle. Lane violation.
In too early.
Gavin will shoot another one. 4-point lead for Atlantic with 23 seconds to play. Trojans looking for their first win of the season. Cardinals are 1-2. Atlantic 0-2. They were defeated by North Polk and Glenwood, 2 really quality teams. And Gavin's free throw is good. 62-57 Atlantic. Cardinals the front court. 19 seconds to play. Ryan Wagner back out top. Warner
Just guard the arc.
Dribbling, lose the ball. Petty steal. And a foul call, I believe, on the Cardinals with 10 seconds left. 62-57, and Grant Petty at the free throw line.
Move everybody off the free throw line.
Just
go stand underneath the bucket.
Just looking pretty good here. Coach Franken, after Friday's game, and Talked to him on Saturday morning. He says, we're just going to go back to work. We're going to keep working.
Well, absolutely. That's week by week.
And they get Petty's free throw no good.
I'd even get Kale get him out of there so you don't have a...
Petty with 6 points. He had 2 3-pointers in the third quarter. They were huge. Second free throw by Grant Petty. That one is no good. Rebound, Ryan Wagner. He'll take it to the front court. 5 seconds to play. Long 2, no good by Nolan Wagner. Rebound by Sawyer Terrell. Atlantic gets the win. 62-57 over Clarinda tonight. What a game.
That's a pretty good ball game.
Pretty good ball game. Both teams leaving everything out of the floor. And a big win for the Trojans. They go to 1-2. And they'll host Creston on Friday night. Post-game show is coming up. It's brought to you by Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
To Atlantic, our post-game show brought to you by Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors for Clarinda. Nolan Wagner, 18. Cooper Baumgart with 9. He fouled out. 8 for Ryan Wagner. He had a couple of 3-point shots in the second half. 6 points for Warner Smith. He had 2 threes back-to-back. 5 points for Caden Roop off the bench. 5 points for Kane Wellhausen and 4 for Aiden Johnson. For Atlantic, these are unofficial. Their score sheet's a mess.
Yeah, I bet.
But we'll get them official here later on. Hunter Nelson had 1 for 2. Filani had 1. We're going top to bottom. And then Hudson McLaren, he was the free throw line a lot. He had 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. He had 11 points unofficially. Sawyer Terrell ended up with 7. He had a big 3 in that third quarter as well.
He had 2 for the game.
Yeah, Atlantic had some 3-point shots who were big in that second half. Cale Jensen had another good game for Atlantic. He had 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14 points for Cale Jensen. We'll add those up again. He's did 5 in the first half, 7, 9, 11, 13. And he ended up with 16 points, averaging 13 a game coming in. Corbin Ritter had a big 3 for the Trojans that third quarter.
Huge.
The 3. Grant Petty with 6, a couple of 3s. And Gab McLaren ended up with he had 17 at one time. He had first quarter was big. Kept Atlantic in the game. He had 11 points in the first quarter, 13 at half, 15 after 3. And then he ended up with 17, 18, 19, 20 points for Gavin. That's unofficial. To lead the Trojans, 16 for Cale Jensen, 11 for Hudson McLaren. We'll get those officials here a little bit later on. Postgame brought to you by Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
Is making it easy to get.
If authentic Mexican food is what you're craving, then come on into Rancho Grande in Atlantic. We're more than just tacos and margaritas, but we do make the best of both. We have appetizers, beef, chicken, seafood dishes, and desserts. Mixed drinks, wine, imported and domestic beers are on the menu too. Dine in or relax on the patio with family, friends, date night, or a quick stop before or after the game. Open 7 days a week. You'll be able to fill in your cravings of authentic Mexican food at Rancho Grande in Atlantic.
At Oak Point Wealth Management, we're embracing new changes to better serve you. As an independent wealth manager, I'm excited to partner with LPL Financial, bringing you comprehensive tools and resources backed by personalized service and dynamic technology. My focus remains on helping you achieve your financial goals with integrity and care. Visit oakpointwealth.com or call me, Erin Friend, at 712-207-3521 to learn more.
Visit oakpointwealth.com. Call 712-207-3521 to learn more about how Oak Point Wealth Management can help you pursue your financial goals.
When you are in need of fuel, trust a company that keeps your home, farm, or business operation running smoothly. Olson Fuel Supply in Atlantic. Locally owned and family operated.
Olson Fuel Supply has been delivering to our neighbors and yours for years. Whether it's propane for your home or fuel for your farm or business, Olson Fuel Supply is here for you when you need us. Experience hometown service you can always count on all year long. Olson Fuel Supply, the keep you going company.
Atlantic with the win there. The boys game, Atlantic wins 62-57 over Clarinda. Your thoughts, Roger Warren?
I'll tell you what, they kept battling. I mean, you had two teams that were pretty even, and they started hitting the three there in the last quarter. But that little stretch there, I believe at the end of the third quarter, that's got the Trojans in lead, got up by 5 or 6, and it just kind of kept that space the rest of the game. And get to the free throw line this week. If you made half of the ones you missed, the game wouldn't have been close.
Right. Good job of the Trojans tonight. We're going to talk to a couple of players. Cale Jensen coming up here first off, and big win for Atlantic here this evening. And
there you go.
Cale Jensen with us here, and boy, I tell you what, Cale. Congratulations, Cale, on the win here this evening, and talk about the win and what gave your ball club the edge tonight.
Yeah, I know. We came in here. We want to get our first win on the season here, and we can enjoy this tonight, but we got a big game Friday, and we want to make it 2 in a row.
So, I mean, you had a couple of really tough opponents early on, and talk about what you worked on between Friday. I know you had a short turnaround, but Coach Franken said we're going to go back to work and talk about the prep for this game.
Yeah, I know. I think we need to be better on the defensive end. I think we gave up under 60 points today, and that's what we wanted to do to win ball games. And I feel like our perimeter guys really stepped up today. Hudson, Sawyer, Corbin was in there. He hit one big three, I saw. So I really think that 3-2 defense also helped us out there, and yeah.
Talk about, I know you didn't take the lead to the second half. What do you think the difference was between the first half and the second half?
Yeah, I feel like in the first half we didn't dominate in the post that much, but in the second half we really came in the paint and we got a lot of points in the paint and dominated in there, and I feel like that's what sealed the game for us, and we were better on the defensive end, keeping them out of the paint, and yeah.
Full-time player now. I know you came in late last year, and what's it like here to get a start and playing full-time with the Trojans here?
Yep, thank you.
You bet. Congratulations on the win tonight.
Thank you.
Gab McLaren will join us here in just a little bit. And again, the final score, 62-57 in favor of the Trojans. As Gab McLaren will join us here. And a big night for Gavin McLaren. And I tell you, you worked hard, Gavin, in that first quarter. You kind of owned it. Talk about the game.
Yeah, it was really fun. We came out to compete. That's the biggest thing that Coach Franken harps on us. We got to come out full of energy and came to compete, and I thought all 5 guys put together and those couple guys come off the bench, we all had a lot of energy flowing together, and it came on top for a win.
What do you think was the difference in the game?
I would say definitely our paint present. We've struggled in the past 2 games giving up points in the paint. So if we own the paint, me and Cale down there, and then Shelton and Grant, when Shelton gets back, and Grant down there, as long as we can own the paint and just dominate down there, that's where our bread and butter is right down the paint right now. So
hit some big threes tonight. You hit some, but you had some teammates that hit some big triples as well.
Yeah, it's definitely fun to shoot a little bit, get a 3 outside, and it's definitely fun, get down low, you take the guy from the corner, swing it, Hudson will hit it, Sawyer, Hunter, all those guys, they'll hit it for me, so it'll be good.
Well, what does this win mean to you guys now moving forward, getting the first win this season?
Yeah, it definitely means a lot. We started off slow, started off that 0-2 spot with two pretty big losses, but we're definitely on the high rise now. We had a really full energy game. We came to compete, and we'll come right back to practice tomorrow and just get back to work.
Preston on Friday night. What's some of the things you're going to work on here?
Yes,
in the
sir.
next couple
Just
days?
definitely keep that compete level. I keep harping on that. Our energy high through practice, and just keep working.
Very good. Congrats on the win.
Thank you, Tom.
You bet. Gab McLaren joining us here on the postgame show as well here on KS 95.7 FM and our live video stream at WesternIowaToday.com. Big thanks to Cale Jensen and to Gab McLaren for joining us here. And now Dolan Franken, head coach, will step up here and join us as well here on our post-game show brought to you by Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors. And Coach, boy, I tell you what, congratulations. And, we go back to Saturday morning when we talked, and you said we're just going to go to work. We're going to go back to work. And what can you say about your ball club tonight?
They came out and
played their butts off tonight. Our effort was different tonight. Our edge was different, and it was very evident from the start of the game, in my opinion. We were first to the loose balls. We were straight line drives, aggressive to the rim, not hesitating on anything. Shooters confident on the perimeter. It was just I was really proud of the way the boys bounced back.
Shooting the ball. Some three-pointers tonight were huge, Coach.
Huge. Kale had a couple big kickouts when they were collapsing on him on drives. Same with Gavin. And that's just our guards being confident as well. You know, they see a double team go to the post, they move, reposition, get their feet set, kick out, knock down threes. That's what we want to do, play inside out, and they did a great job of it tonight. I was proud of them. Corbin Ritter's three-pointer tonight, man. Huge. Everybody made big plays tonight, and that's what it takes.
What about your defense, Coach? Pretty good. You had 62 points tonight.
Yeah, we were getting torched off the dribble again. We gave up 12 layups to start the game. I think they had 24. I looked up there. I'm like, we got to go to our zone. Yeah. So we jumped into our 3-2 zone. We practiced that for about 10 to 15 minutes yesterday, and they flew around in it. We did play it a couple years ago, Rass's senior year. Yeah. So Hudson and Gavin had played it before. So Hudson does a heck of a job on the top of that. The top guy in the 3-2 zone, it's a torture chamber for him. But Hudson worked his butt off. He was exhausted, but he can't come off the floor, and he's got to be pedal to the metal the whole game for us, and he was tonight.
Yeah,
so
he really attacked the rim, especially early on, and Gavin McLaren had a great first quarter.
Oh yeah, Gavin. I remember looking at Coach Blake, which is Gavin's uncle. I go, if we didn't have Gavin on the floor right now, we'd be down by 20 already. He kept us in it, and then everybody else decided to follow suit. And like I said, the ball was moving tonight. Everybody was making plays. Everybody was knocking down big shots when we needed them to. So it was a lot of fun. I wrote on the board before the game in big words, like as big as I can write, relax. I go, just go out there, relax, play hard, everything will take care of itself. And I felt like they did play a little. They played loose tonight and played their butts off, so it was fun. I'm happy for them.
Congrats, Coach. Big win.
Yes, we'll take it. We got 2 more to get, but we'll enjoy this one tonight, get back to work on Wednesday tomorrow. But, very happy for the boys. We needed it.
You bet. Creston on Friday and a Winterset coming up on Saturday afternoon. Coach, congratulations on the win tonight.
Appreciate it.
Dalton Franken, head coach of the Atlantic Trojans, with the win over the Clarinda Cardinals. A big win for Atlantic. We'll take a final timeout. We'll be back right after this. Our postgame brought to you by Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
Looking for a reputable carpenter you can trust? Call Matt Benning with Benning Carpentry. Matt and his crew, based out of Atlantic, bring you top quality craftsmanship backed by over 30 years of experience. From remodels to custom builds, they do it all with precision and professionalism. Call 515-490-6966 today. That's 515-490-6966. Benning Carpentry, where experience meets excellence.
Welcome back. Post-game show brought to you by Cass Health, and neighbors caring for neighbors. Final thoughts, Roger Warren?
I'll tell you what, it's good to get a win. I mean, like when Dalton was saying, I congratulate him on the win. Hey, it's good for the kids. I said, you know what? It's also good for the coaches too.
Yeah.
Because that just keeps your drive going, and I guess you want to say reinforces what you're trying to teach and get after it. So, what'd you say? We got Creston on Friday night.
Creston Friday and Winterset Saturday
afternoon. I imagine Creston's going to, I don't know what they've got, but, the Trojans play hard and keep taking things the way they are right now. They just got to compete. And it's like as soon as you figure out who's going to be your scorers, who's going to take care of your basketball, things start falling into place a little better.
Final score, Atlantic 62, Clarinda 57 on the boys' side. The girls' side, it was Atlantic 42 and Clarinda 33. We'll be back here on Friday night. We'll have the girl-boy doubleheader with the Creston Panthers pregame at 5:45, tip-off at 6 for the girls, with the boys' game to follow. For Roger Warren and Knox McCull on the video tonight, thanks for joining us, and good night from Atlantic.